Jose Reyes, the shortstop, called up last month. 3-hit day yesterday, his second in his career. And here, down the line, showing the arm and glove. Watch this relay throw. No wasted motion. One hop, one long hop to the catcher for the out at home. And Jeff Duncan, the outfielder, called up to replace Cliff Floyd. Gets his first big league home run yesterday. Almost sprinted around the bases, so excited. Laid down 2 sacrifice bunts. And in the same day, look at this, gets his first career stolen base. So this is the future of the Mets they're going to use.
And you see Jose Reyes yesterday's second career 3-hit ball game, other one at Anaheim, and of course Jeff Duncan today, his first major league home run. And one thing that they do is add speed to that lineup. One of the things going on here today, Tom Glavine pitching with 3 days rest, and I'm telling you, if I'm Tom Glavine, I want to get back on that mound before this All-Star break and get my feet squared away, and he's going for the Mets today against Brett Myers.
Well, he's coming off a win at Cincinnati here, and pinch hitting on a short-handed Mets due to Cliff Floyd's injury. Had to pinch hit yesterday, but he's paid to pitch, and he has to have the outside corner, and it's been a problem for him. He's complained vehemently about Questek, and you see here the last outing in Cincinnati where he pitched a brilliant game. He's on the corners throwing the sinkers, and that's what he has to do. On the other side, on the Philly side, Brett Myers, 9-6, big hard throwing guy from the Phillies. If he wins his 10th game, he becomes the 3rd youngest pitcher in Philly history behind Ray Colvin, 63, and Kurt Simmons in 50 to win 10 by the All-Star break.
And you see Brett Myers in his last 4 starts, 4-0. Tom Glavine trying to get his feet back on the ground. He'll start today on 3 days rest, going for the New York Mets. And a beautiful day here at Shea Stadium. As we said before, it just could not be any better. And Tom Glavine on the mound for the Mets going against these Phillies. Take a look at our Philadelphia Philly lineup. Their starting lineup brought to you by Ford. It'll be Marlon Byrd leading it off with Placido Polanco. Hits second, and Jim Thome, the first baseman, hits third. Mike Lieberthal hits in the cleanup spot. Jason Michaels in the number 5 spot. Jimmy Rollins hits 6th. Pat Burrell, the left fielder, hits 7th. Tomas Perez 8th. And the pitcher, Brett Myers, hits 9th. Tom Glavine on the mound, 37 years old.
6-9 on the year.
6-9 on the year. And looking for, he's only a couple of wins away from number 250. So here we are. These are the kind of days as a ball player you love. Day games on spectacularly beautiful days.
It's a May day.
Yeah, this is the perfect day. Perfect kind of day for baseball. And a ball and a strike to Marlon Byrd. Byrd, 295, couple of home runs and 18 RBIs. Had a couple of hits in yesterday's ball game. These Phillies managed by Larry Boa. And they've got themselves right in the wild card race. They're 7.5 games behind the Philadelphia Phillies, or excuse me, the Atlanta Braves. The Phillies are at Boa. And down and away, beautiful pitch. Sinker down and away, and a leadoff strikeout for Tom Glavine.
Well, we were talking, Tom, at the top of the show here, the outside corner for Glavine, and that's where he has to live there. You can see that's a great angle right on the black. Baiting, sinking changeup out of the strike zone. That's what he has to do.
Glavine, the last time he pitched on 3 days rest was back in 1999 in July. Against the Red Sox, all he did was pitch 9 innings and give up 6 hits and a run. And the next hitter, Placido Polanco, the second baseman.
Well, he's hitting the outside corner, and Tom doesn't live out there. I mean, he has to be out there. That's his out pitch, but he has to follow it up with some pitches inside, like right now. Watch the catcher setting up.
And in off the plate. That's one thing we talked about the other night at Aaron Heilman. He never established that he would set up inside. This is exactly what we're talking about. Tom Glavine is not, he is not a fireballer. He is not a guy that's going to throw 3 high fastballs by you. He's going to make a living right out there on that outside corner. But in order for him to do it, you got to throw the ball inside. You talked about it very well the other night. I mean, if I don't, you said I don't have to look inside. I can just go out there and hit that outside pitch. Tom Glavine's not going to let you get at it. 2-1 to Polanco, and he falls behind 3-1. And Glavine this year, 104 innings pitched, 117 hits that he has given up. There you see Jim Thome in the on-deck circle.
Pretty much straight away. Defensively.
Popped up to right center. And it should be an easy play for Duncan. He takes the quarterback position and calls the veteran Burnitz off. And let's take a look at the defense.
And the defense for the Mets, brought to you by Fleet. It's basically the same. The only change is going to be the rookie Jeff Duncan in the outfield, Burnitz in right, Perez in left, who's been platooned. The infield, Wigginton, Reyes, McEwing at second, Phillips at first, Wilson behind the plate.
And we'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Jim Thome. 264, 23 home runs, and 66 RBIs. And first pitch down and away.
Well, he's been a big addition to this ball club. 66 RBIs, as Tom said, 23 home runs. You see the shift. There is the second baseman. There is the shortstop.
And down and away again, so 2-0.
And we were talking, Tom, the other day, the opening game of the series. Thome has 65 walks. He gets on base, has a good eye, but he's got 100 strikeouts.
100 punch-outs. They've got 2 men in this lineup today. The Phillies do with 100 strikeouts. But you kind of expect that. Thome is going to do that. He gets the green light 2-0, obviously, and fouls it off the left side. Your local Jeep dealers bring you our Spanish viewers the chance to enjoy today's telecast in Espanol, SA por SAP. Billy Baroa and Juan Alicia. Hi, boys. Welcome to Shea on this beautiful day. Inside and misses the corner. No, catches it, so 2-2. Good pitch by Glavine. That's what we're talking about, throwing inside.
You can see there, though, that sends a message to a hitter, Tom. The ball running in. It starts out as a strike. It just sends a message. Hey, I'm going to come inside. Now he's going away.
2-2 misses, so full count to Thome. The umpires today, Jerry Lane, it looked like he got a decent and even a little bit wide strike zone behind home plate. Dana DeMuth at first, Marvin Hudson and Greg Gibson in this series as they rotate around the infield.
Well, the Mets are 1 strike away from not getting up a run in the first inning in the last 6 games.
Payoff pitch misses, and a walk for Jim Thome, 66th time that he has walked this year. So a 2-out base runner for Philadelphia to bring up Mike Lieberthal.
Well, how about the Giants just kind of took care of business with Arizona, went to Arizona, won the first 2 games in that series, allowed the Phillies now to take the lead in the wild card in the National League. Barry Bonds hit his 30th home run.
First pitch to Lieberthal to right field. And it should be an easy play for Burnitz. The Mets, who were outscored in the first inning in this series, 16-2. Tom Glavine puts a 0 up for them. Half an inning gone here at Shea. Phillies coming up.
Hey kids, you'll not want to miss the Mets game on Saturday, August 2nd. It's Build-A-Bear Workshop Day. The first 12,000 kids 12 and under attending the 1:20 p.m. game against the Cardinals will receive an exclusive Shea Bear from Build-A-Bear Workshop. For your tickets, stop by Shea Stadium or Keyspan Park. Visit a Mets clubhouse shop. Log on to Mets.com or call 718-507-TIXX.
Back here at beautiful Shea Stadium on a gorgeous day, Tom Seaver along with Keith Hernandez. Tom Glavine has put a 0 up for the Mets. We'll take a look at the lineup for the Mets as they take their at-bats in the bottom of the first. Jose Reyes, this is brought to you by our Tri-State Quality Ford dealers. Jose Reyes, Jeff Duncan, Jason Phillips, 1, 2, 3. Burnitz, the cleanup hitter in right field. Wigginton, Perez, Vance Wilson, and Joe McEwing to start at second base today as they take on Brett Myers for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Well, we said the 22-year-old here is going for his 10th win. He's tied for sophomore pitchers in Major League Baseball in wins with Colorado's Jason Jennings. Fastball, Tom, power pitcher, changeup, third pitch, has a good curveball. His last outing out here, he got a lucky win. He was pinch hit for. He was losing 4-1 in the 6th, and the Phillies got 4 runs to go ahead. He got the W. He didn't have command of his curveball.
I don't think pitchers would call it lucky. We use different terms, you know. We call it deserving, okay? Jose Reyes, the hitter. Reyes in the leadoff spot yesterday, 3 for 5. Struck out a couple of times, but got 3 base hits, raised his average to 229. And behind in the count here, a ball and 2 strikes. Young phenom getting his feet wet at the major league level. And as you pointed out yesterday, a better hitter from the right side, Keith.
Yes. He's more of a slap type hitter, which is okay.
Which is fine, I agree.
It's okay. He's got to stay level. I don't like his back foot here. Watch this swing on a pitch away. I don't like that. That's a sign of no balance.
Now, one of the things, as we've talked about so many times, as young players, they are not patient, and he has walked but one time since he is recalled from AAA. Left-handed, you see his numbers. His right-handed home run came in Anaheim. This happened to be a grand salami. And in 263 right-handed. 2-2 to Reyes, leading off for the Mets here in the bottom of the first. Look at this.
Now that's a good swing on that ball.
That's a good swing and a good at-bat. Good two-strike base hit. In that leadoff position, he's going to get more fastballs to hit. And most every young player likes to hit fastballs.
We saw the catcher set up inside here, and look at the ball right down the middle. Now, if he pulls off, he's not going to touch that pitch. You know, I've not wanted to pass judgment on him. Jose here with a great speed, you see there. You know, just kind of going 3/4. You can see he can run. He's nervous. He's getting his feet wet. You know, I'm just not going to pass judgment on his left side so far as his hitting. If he gets more comfortable, I think he'll stay back. He has to have stayed back to have success in the minor leagues. You can't be an A-ball, AA, AAA, and hit flying out from the left side like he does. So I think as he gets more comfortable, we'll see a different hitter.
One of the things I like about that at-bat, ball was hit on the ground.
Yes.
He cannot be a fly ball hitter. He's got to either hit line drives or hit the ball on the ground. Jeff Duncan, the hitter, against Myers. Reyes does not go, and that's strike one. Duncan, of course, yesterday, the highlight of any young player's career. Well, of course, getting to the big leagues, but then finally hitting a home run. And it came yesterday on a little fastball about middle in into that bullpen in right field for the Mets. And his first big league home run. Hit in a very lusty 556. No balls in a strike here against Myers. Reyes does not go, and down the left field line. Will it be fair? And nope, slices foul into the seats. So it is no balls and 2 strikes.
Well, the Phillies fleet defense sets up like this. It's pretty much the same, except for Michaels in right field, who's their fill-in player. Abreu getting the rest today. Bird in center. Burrell in left. Perez, Rollins, Polanco, Thome in the infield. Lieberthal behind the plate. This is not a bad 1-2 punch here. I mean, I like Reyes leading off, getting more pitches to hit. I don't like him in the 8th hole. That's a good curveball right there, Tom.
Yep, good breaking ball. They caught the inside corner. Jerry Lane rings him up, so a called strikeout for Brett Myers.
Well, that's a nice spot, isn't it? A little bite to it.
There's a lot of veteran big league players are not going to hit that one. That is straight down.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, that's nasty curveball right there. You tip your hat. That's a bit of the difference too. A 2-strike curveball like that, and you say, I don't see that pitch at AAA. Because if you saw that pitch at AAA, that pitcher would be in the big leagues. That's, you know, that is the difference. The consistency of being able to throw that kind of pitch.
And that's funny that you brought that up, because it brings them back to my mind my rookie year here at Shea. John Matlack threw me a slider that I had never seen in the minor leagues, and Gibson came up to me one of the few times he was nice to me and said, "You never saw one of those in the minor leagues, did you, son?" I said, "No."
One of the few times Gibson was nice to anybody. Jason Phillips, the hitter in the number 3 spot, hitting .304, 5 home runs and 20 RBIs. There's Jason Phillips.
Jason having success, big-time success against lefties. .343 against lefties, .281 against right-handers, but more power from the rights against right-handers. 5 home runs against righties, no home runs against left-handers.
Reyes at first, does not go, and slow bouncer, foul ball. That last bounce looked like it hit the edge of the grass and kicked foul, called foul by Greg Gibson, third base umpire. Well, it's no balls and 2 strikes. One of the things Myers has done is get ahead of his hitters here.
Yes, he has, and this is the infielder's nightmare right here. Anytime you got to come and field that ball where it has a chance to hit the bag, you have 1 or 2 options. Either you come in quick for the short hop, or you back up for the long hop. And in that particular play, even though Phillips has not run well, the ball was hit slowly. You have to come in and charge it and just say, please don't hit the bag.
Do you protect against the bag? You protect against
the
bag.
You have to,
right?
If you have time, I would lay back. You got to make a split decision which way you want to go with it.
0-2 to Phillips, misses inside, a ball and 2 strikes.
during this 4-game winning streak, which is currently Brett Myers has, the Phillies have averaged 9.8 runs per game for him during those 4 games. You'd love that, wouldn't you, Tom?
Well, sometimes you ought to be lucky than good. You get in the right spot. As I used to say to Mr. Gibson, how come they always don't score when you're pitching? That opposition, you pitch against them and they don't score. Well, it's just one of those lucky things. Larry Boa got his mind on Reyes at first. 2 balls and 2 strikes. One of the things about Reyes, he's attempted to steal 3 times and been successful once. The Mets have not stolen many bases this year, only 27 on the season, and been thrown out 23 times, so their ratio is not very good.
I got to believe that they've got to stop on him out there because of his hamstring problems. They don't want him to pull his muscle. They want him to play.
They want time. They want time in between the blinds. That's exactly right. He has not found it easy to pick up the stolen bases at the major league level. You have better catching, better throwing as a normal rule. Let's see if they send him. They certainly are thinking about it. Obviously, Bo is thinking about that. He is transferring those signs to Lieberthal. Certainly, Myers, the pitcher, can throw over there any time that he would like as well. There we go. There are the signs. Patty cake, patty cake. What does that mean?
I got to believe they're going to probably wait till a 3-2 count.
Does not go. High breaking ball, misses it. We got a hanger and out of the strike zone, and strikeout here for Jason Phillips, 2nd of the inning.
Well, you called it. It is a hanger, and as a hitter, you go, doggone it, I swung at a bad pitch. You know, in the course of a season, you're going to do that. It happens. You can see his reaction.
Yeah, but don't you see a hanger and you go, oh boy, you start salivating. And
yes.
You presume that you're going to be able to do it because you know it's a hanger.
You want a hanger more over the middle, though, not on the inside corner.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry.
Jerry Kuzman coming to the booth. He's going to be with us. We're going to have several of the 73 Mets here during the course of this telecast. Burnett's first pitch pops it up on the left side. High sky here at Shea. Reyes all the way around toward 3rd. And the Mets are gone here in the first. After an inning at Shea, no score, Phillies and Mets. Welcome back, everybody, to Shea Stadium. We're going to do 2nd inning here. And one of the things that's going on, and one of the things that I really love, is the appreciation for a club and the history that they have. And certainly the 1973 Mets being celebrated here today. And we're being visited by one of my favorite pals and teammates for 10 years, Jerry Kuzman. Kuzi, welcome back to New York and the 73 celebration. Good to see you.
Thank you, T. It's a pleasure to be back, especially sitting here between a couple Hall of Famers.
Oh, there's only one here.
A couple of Humpies here, right?
You won 200 games, right? You should probably be in there, for crying out loud.
Well,
he went over 200 games.
Really,
if he hadn't hurt his arm, he would be in the Hall of Fame. That's I've said that several times. It'll be Jason Michaels, Jimmy Rollins, and Burrell here for the Phillies in the top of the 2nd inning. First thing Keith Hernandez asked me, said, Kuzman win 20 in 1973. And I said, I don't think so. You know how we are. How many did you win in 73?
I don't recall.
Both of us, because I can't remember either.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I can't remember it either.
Probably about 11.
Oh, 14 and 50. No wonder you don't remember.
No wonder. I mean, obviously you're going to lose 15 games with a 2.80 ERA. What do you do?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, you had a bad year, huh?
I didn't do enough wind sprints. I can see that.
2-1 to Jason Michaels. Now 2-2.
They probably didn't score enough runs for us.
I heard that. So you brought that up at the dinner the other night, that it was a lack of runs that had something to do with it. Well, and you got under a few people's skin, from what I understand, which is fine with me.
Yeah, had I got enough runs, I could have won every start.
Outside 3-2 from Glavine. How many home runs you got in the big leagues?
I knew you'd ask me that question.
Darn right.
5 less than you. I think it was 2.
Tom,
I had 12. I got double figures, big boy. Read them and weep. 3-2 to Michaels from Glavine. High and deep to center field. Long run for Duncan. Get back. Will he get there? Off the top of the wall. Look at this. And you believe that, off the top of the wall, and that exact play right there, being off the top of the wall and back to the outfielder, is in Met history. This ball hit over 410 feet.
Those outfielders got to have those balls.
Watch the recovery here. He turns the wrong way. Now watch him field the ball on a fly off the fence. That's what pitchers like to see. Good defense out there. If he misplays that ball, it's a leadoff triple.
So a leadoff double for the Phillies. That's a 6th double for Jason Michaels. And it'll bring up Jimmy Rollins. And they're trying to get into third with Pat Burrell in the on-deck circle. We had that play. Remember the play to bounce off the fence in left field. Cleon got it and threw it to, I don't know if he threw it to Buddy or
Garrett, I think.
Threw it to Garrett.
Yeah.
And they threw the runner out at home. They were playing the Pirates, or I'm going off the top of my head. I know you're the same way I am. You know?
I think you're right, but it was an excellent play and got him at home.
It was a great, it was a great play, and fortuitous for the Mets certainly. Down and in, a ball and a strike to Rollins. Rollins hitting .256, 5 home runs, 37 RBIs. What keeps you busy, Koo, now these days?
The golf course.
What's our handicap?
Well,
This is going public here. This could cost you money. So.
I started the season as a 6, and I'm a 10 now, and I think it's getting worse.
Case is a high fastball, misses a ball and 2 strikes. So you're going, you've reached double digit.
I can't get off the tee box. I need lessons if somebody could help me out.
Can't
Somebody
score.
could.
A lot of foot movement. I seem to be up in the air when I'm swinging.
Are you talking about golf or are you talking about your hitting?
I'm talking about golf.
I didn't know. Just missed inside. Tommy Glavine has been unhappy with the Quest deck here at, or the possible effects of Quest deck, I should say, on what the umpires call. There's a look at it. That's the measuring device electronic for the strike zone. And Tommy Glavine wanted that last pitch. Hard down the left field line. That's going to be extra bases the way that Rollins can fly. And Jason Michaels scores the first run of the ball game. Phillies take the lead 1-0. Runner on second again, and still nobody out. Back-to-back doubles for the Phillies, and they draw first blood here at Shea.
Well, both doubles were pitches out over the plate, something that Glavine can't do. He's not overpowering. We're going to show you the previous pitch before the double here. This is the one he wanted, the inside corner.
What do you think, Kuzi? Strike or not? You want it too, don't you?
Well, I don't know. It looks like it was inside to me, but I'm on a bad angle.
I'll tell you what, if you'd have been on the mound, I don't think that's what you said. That ball just inside the bag, and then we're playing off the bag at third base, and we'll bring up Pat Burrell, who has really struggled. Month of July, he's hitting about $1.25. You see his numbers. He's under, what do you call it, the interstate, Keith?
He is on the interstate.
You have to explain that. It's one of the great lines. I-92.
I don't know where that is in the country, but I'm sure there's an I-92 somewhere.
He is on I-92, that first number of 192. First time I heard Keith Hernandez tell me that, I said, what are you talking about on the interstate?
You don't want to be on the interstate.
We want a crooked number in that first spot of batting average, right? I think for my lifetime, I was on I-73.
Well, the Phillies are hoping that Burrell, the second half, has a repeat of Mike Schmidt's season. Mike Schmidt, on his 4th year in the big leagues at the All-Star break, was hitting .208 with 13 home runs and 37 RBIs. That was in 1975. But he finished the season with 38 homers, 95 RBIs, and a .249 average. So he had a good second half, and the Phillies, if they're going to contend, need it from this guy.
Yeah, I think it's hope against hope myself. He really looks confused at the plate, as we talked about the other night.
I was lucky enough to play with Mike Schmidt, and Mike was the kind of guy that with one swing of a bat could win a ball game for you, and he could look terrible for the first 3 at bats, and the 4th at bat hit a grand slam for you.
You saw those numbers a year ago, but Burrell was at 285, excuse me, and now it has really been a struggle for him.
I was talking with Larry before the game, and you can see the swing. He's out in front a lot. He lets go. You can see his butt flying out. He's just bailing. He's out in front, committing too early. That's not how you hit a pitch away.
Well, the home run that he hit the other night on Friday night, it was the same kind of swing. He just got lucky and got it in the air and got it inside the foul pole down the left field line.
I wouldn't call it lucky.
Now, the way he was swinging, because they weren't any different than the rest of his swings.
He's just strong,
Yeah.
He didn't get it out enough. He left it out enough of the plate for him to get the barrel on it. And he is strong.
Tomas Perez in the on-deck circle. He's 6'. He's like like a Philadelphia Eagle linebacker. He's 6'4", about 225 pounds.
Runs well.
When they had Rollins and Burl, I mean, they looked like they could have gone over and come right out of the Eagles dressing room and fit right in. Inside out, down the right field line, the curving foul. They went blowing it back. It just falls foul right in between Phillips and Joe McEwing, the second baseman. Jason, here's that play we're talking about. Now this is Wayne. That's Wayne Garrett. That ball comes right off the top of the fence to Cleon Jones, number 21, playing left field, 358, and that same sign exists out there today. Ball hits the top of the wall, and he fires it back to Garrett. And look at this: Ron Hodges at home plate, and the runner coming in against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Oh, I wish I could see his number. I could tell you. I couldn't tell.
30-something.
Was it? Who was it?
I don't know.
I don't think it was Sanguian, was it? To right field for Jeromy Burnitz. The runner at second. Rollins is tagging. And will they get a play at third? No. Rollins with too much speed. So a fly out for Burl to right, but it advances the runner to third base with one out.
Third base.
One of the great left-handed pitchers in the history of the Mets, of course, Jerry Koosman. Let's go back. Take a look at it. Koozie, look at this. This is when your handicap was about 2.
Who is that guy?
Who is that young stud right there, huh?
Struck out a pretty good hitter there.
I got the inside pitch.
Yeah, I don't remember you being afraid to pitch inside, were you?
Well, it was my strength to a right-handed hitter. I had to get it in there.
And, of course, one of the great moments, one of the most memorable moments for the New York Mets. They're going to appeal at second base that the runner Rollins left too early, and second base umpire Marvin Hudson says, nope, safe. Did not leave too early on the throw that was coming from right field. And Jeromy Burnitz is, of course, obviously what preceded the fight between Pete Rose and Buddy Harrelson second base was you popping Pete Rose on the wrist or the forearm or wherever you got him. I knew you were going to get him, too.
I didn't hit him. What happened?
You did hit him, too.
The first time up, I threw him a slow curveball, and he popped it up in infield. And he got back to the dugout, and he screamed some bad language at me. And so I just said, well, wait till the next time up. And so next time I did try to get him. But
you got him.
I missed him. I walked him. And I think.
No, you got him. You didn't walk him.
But anyway, he ended up taking out Buddy Harrelson.
No, wait, he ended up not coming to the mound is what he didn't do. He got a squeeze going on. They got the runner. Squeeze going on, read by Glavine. And they get the runner coming from third base. You got the 8th place hitter up. And the pitcher behind him. And very heads-up play by a veteran on the mound. He saw the runner, Keith.
He left too early, and he saw him out of the corner of his eye. And also, the third baseman can scream, too. A communication in the infield, you never know. And he leaves him hung up. It's just a veteran play, as you said, right here. Nothing the hitter can do with that. It's too far outside.
So the Mets potentially save a run here. They have had started the inning, the Phillies have, with back-to-back doubles in the top of the second. And Michaels let it off with a double, scored when Rollins doubled. And Tom Glavine, real heads-up baseball right there. He saw that runner take off and the pitch out, and Vance Wilson got him at home. And foul ball on the right side, so 2 outs. And nobody on now. Let's take a look, see if he swung at this ball. At least made a movement.
Nope. He didn't go. He did not square. I think Art was arguing that he wanted to strike there.
2-1 on the inside part of the plate. No, it misses, so it goes to 3-1 with Tomas Perez.
We got to get this story straight. I'm looking up in the book here, Tom.
What?
The game that Koozie won.
He hit him. Yeah.
Game 3. He has no walks.
I know, he hit Pete. That's a left field.
But there's no hit by pitches in here either.
Tino in there for the third out. So the Mets save a run, but they give up a run. Koozie, thanks for coming by. We're going to clear this up when got this commercial. I'll see you after the game, big boy.
All right. I just want you to study this.
Back here at Shea, always good to visit with Jerry Koosman and all the guys on that 73 championship ball club. They're in there telling war stories right now, I can tell you. And it's telling them all weekend long. Ty Wigginton leads it off for the Mets here in the second inning. They trail by a run. They have not been ahead. The Mets have not in this series. I mean, in this homestand. They have not been ahead. It has been a rough 6 days for them. Boy, they've got a win in their belly. So you go to the All-Star break and feel good about yourself and feel like you got something to build on when you come back the second half of the season. It has not been easy for Art Howe this last week to watch.
Well, they went on the road and they got their first sweep in Cincinnati,
Yeah.
and they come here and it just seems like they got slapped back down by Atlanta, and here Philly, the two front runners in their division, kind of came in here and set the tone.
0-2 to Wigginton is high, so it's a ball and 2 strikes. Brett Myers.
And it is indicative of a young team. You have usually young teams are streaky.
Breaking ball got a chance. Wigginton can run. Be a tough play. No, they pulled him off. Throw pulled him off. The throw would have been there in time, but to Thome's left. They pulled him off the bag, so I assume they're going to give him a base hit.
Number 6.
Well, Perez here does a nice job barehanding. He knows he has very little time. It just the ball sinks when you throw it side on. That's not a good stretch by Thome. That is not a good stretch by Thome. He committed too early. If he would have stepped down the line more, I think he might have had a chance to make the tag.
And Wigginton is credited with a single, infield single. So he is 1 for 1. Both clubs with 2 hits. Bring up Timo Perez to the plate. Timo hitting .268, 2 home runs and 18 RBIs.
And I like the fact, Timo, I don't like Timo hitting in the 6th hole. It's kind of a spot. Where do you hit Timo? But I prefer, if we're going to be looking to the future, I prefer Reyes to be at the top of the order leading off.
I would totally agree with you. Young's going to get more fastballs up there. I mean, this is, you've got young players and they're learning. I mean, there are 2 schools of thought here. Learning at the big league level can be confusing and certainly is more difficult than learning at the AAA level. There goes Wigginton, hit and run, put on. Oh, what a play by Perez at third base. Tomas Perez makes a very good stop, and he gets Perez at first base. Perez gets Perez on this one, but it was a fine defensive play on the hit and run.
Well, it's a hit and run, a good swing on it by Timo, and Perez makes up for the off throw the play before, and that was a 1st and 3rd situation right there. A beautiful dive. That's why they call it the hot corner.
A hot corner, and this is a game of inches, and that's exactly right. So instead of being at 1st and 3rd, nobody out, you got a runner at 2nd and 1 out. And the number 7 hitter, Vance Wilson, up.
And Vance is leading the team with batting average, runners in scoring position. He's hitting .359 so far this season.
Let's take a look at our upcoming schedule. We got a second here, brought to you by Compact Tresario from HP. The All-Star break, of course, right around the corner, and then Thursday is going to be Traxel. Friday, Saturday, it'll be sour or lighter, not decided by the New York Mets. And on Sunday, Glavine, and you can see on Friday WB11 and Sunday WB11 from Atlanta. A lot of that depends as far as sour and lighter is the condition of Al Leiter's knee. And a breaking ball right in there. He's got a good breaking ball. He's proven that, and he will lose it.
And like I said earlier in the year when he pitched here and won, he could not get that curveball over to save his tail. He was hanging it a lot out of the strike zone, got himself in trouble. Now I can see why this guy has 9 wins. Throws his fastball, he throws 91 miles an hour, and he got the hook to go with it.
Enough of a fastball to keep you honest, and he can throw his curveball for strikes. If you get to the point where you can throw that curveball for strikes when you're behind in the count, you can really be effective. Got him inside, just nicked him. Hit by the pitch. Wilson tried to get out of the way. Almost got out of the way. Hit by the pitch on the inside, off the plate.
Well, it's a fastball he wants to run in here, Tom, and just ran it in too much. That just kind of grazed Vance. No pain, no foul.
Not a real good effort to get out of the way there, just enough to make it legitimate to get yourself runners at 1st and 2nd. Good play by Wilson.
You saw Larry Boa there. Larry's a 5-time All-Star, 74 through 76, 1978, 79. One of 4 current managers that have been in All-Star games 5 times or more. Tony Pena 5, Alan Trammell 6, Joe Torre, of course, 9. What a player. And the best one in the whole lot right there, Frank Robinson 14.
So to bring up Joe McEwing, 1 out, runners at first and second, hanging curveball right there. McEwing hitting it just 217. Yeah, you check the runners with Wigginton at second and Vance Wilson at first. Joe McEwing very touched with the members of the 1973 team on the field. And when Tug McGraw came on to throw out the first pitch, he was standing on that right field line applauding. And another breaking ball right in there. Strike one, a ball and a strike. McEwing, of course, from the Philadelphia area. He is what you call a lifer. And he does not have a number on there that designates him as a player. It's going to be as a coach. Either at the minor league or major league level. That's a prediction of mine. He's one of those guys that just is going to be in uniform forever. Another breaking ball, 3 curveballs in a row, 2 good ones, 1 good one and 2 bad ones. So it's 2 balls and a strike.
The value of McEwing and the reason why he's been able to stay in the big leagues is his ability to play all the different positions. He can catch, he can play all the infield positions, play the outfield. He's your ideal utility player.
You can play anywhere.
Yep. I mean, it wasn't
if you needed a pitcher, you could probably use him. If you had a long blowout game or something, you can play everywhere. Any infield position, any outfield position. There's a head in the count here. 2 balls and a strike. Breaking ball, and they'll check. Yes, he was either not a foul tip, but a swing. I think umpire behind home plate, Jerry Lane, just said swing and put up the strikes sign immediately. Yeah, he went after that. I'd turn his body and say no.
Well, let's see what's on the corner here. Let's see. He called it a strike. Hey, that hit the corner. So Joe must be, he just dives in so much.
Yeah, he gets moving real early. So anyway, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Big pitch here. Another breaking ball right on it. McEwing getting a steady diet of curveballs from Brett Myers. Myers is 22 years old, 6'4", 215. One of the breed of big pitchers coming along. Boy, the Phillies for a while used to have monster pitchers.
Absolutely.
Steve Carlton, Larry Christensen, they had a bunch
of
guys. Wayne Twitchell was 6'6". And throwing that nasty sinker from way up over the top.
Twitchell had nasty stuff. He hurt his arm.
2-2 to McEwing and got him. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. McEwing is gone. Makes 2 outs with Tom Glavine coming.
The pitcher.
They're playing 2 men on and 2 out.
Well, we got the outside corner here after a steady diet of curveballs. And, you know, he wasn't set up. He was looking fastball. He just swung right through it.
So to bring up Glavine, trying to help himself, of course. Remember, if you were watching the game yesterday, you saw him pinch hit and make the last out of the ball game, extra inning game. And that's where out of players, so they pinch hit. Almost got a base hit in the hole between short and third. He's a good athlete. We've talked about it many times. A good fielder, good butter, and does not hurt himself with the bat. Breaking ball right in there, strike 1. Glavine this year.
Well, he's an I-86 guy. That's good for a pitcher, really.
There are a lot of pitchers that take that. There's no question about it.
Ooh, good backdoor curveball.
You know, one of the interesting things, you sit down, doing some reading and research on a ball. This man's never pitched a game in relief.
That's right. You're right. Absolutely right.
505 games coming in this season, and he's never pitched in relief. And you would think somewhere prior to an all-star game or something, you know, to get the left-hand hitter out. Never. No balls, 2 strikes. Glavine fouls it off, stays alive. I mean, it's like Randy Wolf pitched Friday night. I mean, he could come in and pitch to Jeromy Burnitz.
Particularly a left-hander. There's got to be a long 17-inning game there somewhere.
And especially around an all-star break where you got 3 days off, you say, okay, you've pitched on Friday and you can, yeah, if you need an out coach or a manager or pitching coach, hey, yeah, I can get you an out here or there.
How about in postseason, too?
Hit sharply. Oh, look at this. Might get a break. The Mets, will they get it? No. Get him at first base. Good recovery by Tomas Perez. Kept the ball off his chest, and the throw beats Glavine to first. Mets got a couple of men on. Cannot get a run across. Bills on top.
Hey kids, come spend your summer nights at Shea. Don't miss Tom Glavine Bobblehead Night on Saturday, July 26th. See the Mets battle the Cincinnati Reds at 7:10 p.m. The first 12,000 kids 12 and under will receive a Tom Glavine bobblehead, courtesy of State Farm Insurance. For your tickets, call 718-507-TIXX or log on to Mets.com.
Welcome back to Shea, everybody. We go to the third inning. Take a moment to tell you that Mets fans, you can step up to the plate and save 40% on Mets game tickets with your MasterCard on select dates through the 2003 season. The MasterCard Grand Slam Pack offers fans 4 discount tickets and Mets money. To purchase your Grand Slam Pack, just call 718-507-TIXX in advance or log on to Mets.com and have your MasterCard ready. Tom Glavine getting set for the third inning here at Shea on a spectacular day.
Glavine has not had success at home here at Shea through 10 starts. He's 2-7 with a 6.75 earned run average. The only other pitcher with a higher ERA in Met history through 10 home starts is Jay Hook. Back in the Polo Ground days in 1962.
You're going back. You're getting back in ancient history as far as the Mets are concerned. And there's a strike, evens the count, 1-1 to Brett Myers. I think this Questec thing, and Tom Glavine's an intelligent man and a consummate professional. I think this Questec thing got into his head.
I agree.
And he said it didn't, and you wouldn't admit it anyway. I mean, if it did, you wouldn't admit it. And I was thinking, best thing you do is start screaming at somebody. I mean, this guy, here's a guy closing in on 250 wins. He knows the difference. He knows the difference of strike zone. Look at this, poke to right field. Rather be lucky than good. A leadoff single on a ball out of the strike zone for Brett Myers.
Well, there you go. And this is the pitch is up, and that's why he got hurt. If that pitch was down and he takes, this is a terrible swing too. But the fact that it was up, he's able to put the bat on the ball. If it's down, it's an out.
You're killing me, Hernandez, I'm telling you. Every time it's a pitcher, oh, this is a terrible swing.
Well, that was a terrible swing.
How did he make out?
He did good.
Yes, he did.
I'm sure I did a few of those in my day.
You didn't have many ugly swings, though. I'll say that, big boy. Not many ugly swings. Myers at first. Marlon Byrd trying to push the ball by Glavine on the right side. I don't think you're going to sit here and try and sacrifice the pitcher across. I think that was for base hit. And to the right side quickly, strike 2. Byrd struck out his first time up. Highly touted young player. Said, yeah, I'm going to win the Rookie of the Year award. Watch me. He's going to get some votes. I think he should get 2 out of this. Throw right to the bag goes Reyes quickly. Bingo. Put that on the training film right there.
Absolutely.
From the pitcher to the shortstop, both of them doing exactly what they should be doing.
Well, yeah. Glavine knows the speed here. Look at no wasted motion, and he puts something on the throw right over the bag. Watch this. He knows he can run at first base. No wasted motion. That's a beautiful thing. And
never looks at the shortstop at all. Just turn to the bag. All you do is pick the bag up. Right at the bag. And it's the shortstop's job to get there. You throw the ball right over the bag. There's no way the runner is going to get there and take the shortstop out on that play. He just can't get there that quickly.
Well, middle infielders love this. They don't like getting slid into. Well, let's see if he came off the bag too quick here. Does he touch? Does he? Oh, he may have gone over the top.
That's close enough. Line drive center field. Duncan, will he get there? Oh. Yes, no. Got by it. Looked like he had his glove on it for a second. And Polanco is going to end up on third base with a triple. 2-out triple for Polanco on a ball that Jeff Duncan almost looked like it was going to be highlight time for him on the highlight reel. And it looked like he may have gotten some leather on this, Keith.
Well, it's a fastball down over the middle of the plate. And look at shades of Lenny Dykstra here. He did tick it with his glove. Reminds me of Lenny there with his diving catches back in the 80s. A nice effort, just out of his reach.
And Polanco can run and makes it all the way to third base with his second triple of the year. Well, he's down there, and Jim Thome's job to get him across. Glavine, of course, trying to shut it down. Fastball left field, base hit, another run for the Phillies. As Jim Thome does so very well, he will go to the opposite field. He has 10 home runs in the opposite field. With a runner on third base, I'll take a single swing.
Absolutely.
And give me 1 run, and he puts the second run up on the board for the Phillies. They lead it 2-0.
That's a big run right here. Look at this. No intention of hitting a home run. He's just looking out up the middle and takes what the pitcher gives him. Wasn't down enough for Glavine if you want. He was around belt high. That is called situational hitting right there.
Yeah, that's textbook. We've seen a textbook double play. And in this inning, we've seen textbook hitting with a man on third with 2 outs.
I guarantee you he went up there and said, Glavine lives away. I'm going to look for 2 strikes. I'm going to look for a fastball away and go that way. All we need is a base hit to get the run.
Exactly right. I couldn't agree more. It's just good professional hitting.
Absolutely.
And they know you've got a group of young players. You got players all of them aren't in the ball game today. Some of them are. Especially for the New York Mets. You watch guys like Thome. You watch him play. High and deep down the left field line, hooking, and foul in the blue seats. What amazes me about that kind of ball right there, and Lieberthal is a big, strong man. That ball is just in the blue seats, just in the blue seats. You look at it again. Now that looks like it's crushed the blue seats, and you think about the ball that Tommy Agee hit,
yes,
which went to the red seats in fair territory off of Larry Jaster. Can you imagine that?
I saw Kingman. Did Kingman hit one not that far off John Curtis when I was with the Cardinals on a curveball? I think was in the red. Is he the only one hitting the red seats?
Actually, Don, I think Kingman did below the walkway.
Below that point.
Below the walk. There's that. See, that's 20. That's Tommy Agee, 20 right there. The pitcher was Larry Jaster.
Not a bad pitcher, Larry Jaster.
Not at all.
He could throw.
Left-handers. Man, Lieberthal crushed that ball.
Yes, he did.
Look what the ball that Agee hit. I saw Tommy Agee's daughter. She was here with a celebration for the 73 Mets as well. Line drive, foul. Wow. Watch your lips over there.
Pay attention.
Man. Well, he broke his bat. We got jammed by Tommy Glavine.
Well, the Phillies got hot in June. They had a 16-9 June that propelled them to their current 13 games over 500. If you notice, Larry Bowa gives his players rests on day games.
That he does.
He lets his bench players get time out there and feel that they're contributing.
You know what I've noticed the last couple of days too? I've sensed, now obviously you see Larry Bowa getting thrown out of ball games, but I sense a kinder, gentler Larry Bowa. Not quite as fanatical. I mean, this is one of the hyper guys that ever played the game. I mean, and played it very well too.
Yes, he did.
I mean, Gold Gloves, etc. He's 4th in the list of all time who have ever played shortstop in games played. Ball and 2 strikes, and Lieberthal fouls it off again.
Larry, along with Ozzie Smith, in my playing time, were the 2 most improved hitters and made themselves good hitters in tough outs. Because when Ozzie and Larry came up, they were 220 hitters. They made themselves into good hitters.
He absolutely did. All-time leader in games played at shortstop. There's one that's going to play a few. Is Luis Aparicio, 2,581 games, most in the big leagues. So look at the top floor. It's Aparicio and Ozzie, Cal Ripken Jr., and Larry Bowa, the players that played the most games at second base. Sacramento, California, he calls it home, as does his third base coach, both of them from the Sacramento area. Goose is wild. 2 out, 2 strikes, 2 balls, and 2 out in the dirt. Ball 3. So the runner at first, Thome, will be off. 3-2 count with 2 outs.
There's Vuk.
Vuk, we saw Tug McGraw. Of course, we've got a magnificent hand here today, recovering from brain surgery. And Vuk, and I guess he is in his 3rd year away from brain surgery.
Yes.
Doing very well. 10th pitch of this at-bat misses down and away, and misses badly. So a 3-2 pitch out of the strike zone and a walk for Mike Lieberthal. He helped the Mets win the World Series in 1986. Now he is headed for the Hall of Fame. Gary Carter stops by the WB11 Morning News this morning starting at 5:30. That'll be on Monday morning. There's the kid.
There's only 2 of us out there, Tom. 69 and 86.
Only 2. We missed in 73.
We missed in 88.
It'll bring up Jason Michaels. What situation here for Glavine, trying to get out of this with just a run. He saved a run in the first inning on the botch squeeze by the Phillies. He got the runner at home plate. He has been in trouble both innings. Got out of the first inning with just a walk, and triple by Polanco here has pushed a run across. Ball and a strike to Michaels. Michaels, young man out of Tampa, Florida. Spent the season last year between Scranton and the Phillies. Down, and it is 2 balls and a strike. Glavine struggling a little bit with that strike zone, isn't he? You look at the defense. Shaded just to the right in center field, Keith.
Yep.
That's a scouting report. Of course, you've got an advanced scout. One of the advanced scouts for the Mets is here, Duffy Dyer. He was a member of that 73 team. Popped up to right field. Burnitz should get there. And Tommy Glavine gets out of further trouble without giving up another run. But the Mets, to give up another run, they trail it 2-0. Back here at Shea, and the Mets will send up the top of the lineup. Reyes, Duncan, and Phillips, 1, 2, 3, as they trail it 2-0. Philadelphia, a couple of runs off Glavine on 5 base hits. And Brett Myers has just given up a couple of singles, one to Jose Reyes, leading off the game for the Mets, and one to Wigington. So 2 of the rookies have base hits for New York. Reyes, a good day yesterday, as we said before. In that leadoff spot, got 3 base hits. Scored a run, as the Mets lost yesterday 4-2 in extra innings to these Philadelphia Phillies. They've lost 6 in a row. Mets all year have not been able to put together a win streak of more than 3 games, if you can believe that.
It can be done.
A learning process. Reyes ahead, pots it to left field. And that's what that young man can't do right there, Keith.
Nope.
So 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Take a look at it again. This is one of the things that you get to learn not to do, hit the ball in the air.
Well, it's a fastball up. It's not that bad a swing. It's not terribly uppercut. He follows through level there. I just think he's just kind of tilted his shoulders and got a little bit of angle on the bat.
Take a look. Here's our look at our Newsday quote book. We'll show it to you. As Jeff Duncan looks at the first pitch, up and away, ball 1. From Art Howe on Jeff Duncan, the kid did a nice job. He can do a lot of things for you, which is why we like what we see from him. Our Newsday quote book. Anytime you've got somebody that can run, and we got, the Mets have 2 guys at the top of this lineup that can really run. There's something they certainly did not have when they left spring training. They had one of the lacking things they had was speed. They had no speed to speak of at the top of the lineup. Drag bunt. Will he get a base hit? Fielded nicely by Myers. He popped it up. Trying to utilize his speed. Not a bad play. If you can run, and you can run well enough to get off with a single, you can turn it into a double.
Well, you saw his speed down the line there, and he's hitting in the 2 spot, so you don't mind this. You'd rather see him try to bunt down the third base line with a right-hand pitcher. You know, the rule is you want the left-hander follows through towards the third base line. That's when you want to push it towards the second baseman.
Duncan is 0 for 2. It'll bring up Jason Phillips, who struck out in the first inning. Myers has struck out 3 so far. Duncan and Phillips in the first and McEwing in the second. Inside, and he falls behind 2 balls and no strikes. Phillips sitting in the number 3 spot in the big leagues at 304. To center field off the end of the bat. Will it fall? No. Marlon Byrd. Tough ball to judge, but he gets there. And the Mets gone here. Jerry Rollins coming up for the Phils.
He helped the '86 Mets clinch the series, and now he's headed to the Hall of Fame. Gary Carter will be here live.
And we'll talk about a hot new cosmetic procedure that'll help you look younger. Plus, I get personal with Angelina Jolie tomorrow on the WB11 Morning News.
Phil's on top 2-0, and got a second look at our Dodge trivia question. Jeff Duncan hit his first big league home run and stole his first major league base yesterday. Who's the only other Mets rookie besides Jose Reyes to accomplish this? The only other rookie besides Reyes to do this. This inning could get ugly because we've got Duffy Dyer coming in. And you can take that any way you want, Duff. Come over here and sit down. Duffy Dyer. One of my favorites. We call him the U-boat commander. We'll even get you a chair, Duff. It'll be Rollins, Burrell, and Tomas Perez. You know Mr. Hernandez, don't you?
Henderson.
Mr. Henderson, how are you?
Okay, start picking on the old guy here. You know what I mean? How you been, Duff?
Very good, Tom.
Good to see you once in a while. You're back here with the Mets doing advanced scouting, huh?
Yes, I am, and I'm enjoying it. If we were playing a little better, I'd enjoy it more, but I still enjoy being out there on the road and going to a major league game every night and trying to evaluate some talent.
One of the things when we talk about you're an advanced scout, and a lot of people don't understand exactly what the job entails. 1 and 2 to Rollins misses, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Are you scouting for Art Howe, or are you scouting for the front office or possible trades, or what? You know, what are the responsibilities that you have?
No, I'm scouting for Art and the coaching staff, and I send in reports on the computer. I stay 5 days ahead of the club and try to report. I try to see the same pitchers that they're going to see the next series. So I'm a series ahead of the Mets, for example. I just finished turning in a report on the Phillies a few days ago, and I turn in reports on their pitching staff, their hitters, try to tell them how to pitch them and how to defense them and things like that. Anything that will help the coaching staff, and then they put it all together as also watching films and things, and then they put in hours, the coaches put in hours of getting everything together, and then they have team meetings going over.
So like an interleague play, I mean, the Mets don't see the teams that they normally will play against. Oh, what a play, shortstop by Joe McEwing, and steals a base hit from Jeremy Rollins, 1 gone.
It was a little tougher with interleague play because, as you said, we don't see them, and we're not that familiar with those clubs. But I followed the Yankees for 5 days, and I had to follow the Rangers and Anaheim, for example, and Seattle. I had to follow all those clubs, so turn in a report on them about a week before they play them.
What'd you turn in on Ichiro?
That he was hot and pitch around him. But
this is the first time I got to see him play this year. He's one of the best players I've ever seen.
He is, and when I saw him, the Yankees actually were not that swinging the bats very good in the 5 games I saw him. But Ichiro was the one hitter that was hitting the ball good, and he hit the ball the other way a lot. And I turned in, and he likes the ball out over the plate.
Yep.
And I thought you had to pitch him hard in and soft away, which is the way you pitch 90% of the hitters anyway, is hard in and soft away.
Works usually 90% of the time, too.
Yes, that's right.
You know, can't reinvent the wheel. Pat Burrell grounds out to Reyes at short. A line drive that Rollins hit was at McEwing's second base. I think I said shortstop. Talking to Duffy Dyer, a member of the '73 World National League Championship team. One of your favorite memories, Duff, if you can get it out for us of that team, '73.
Actually, I remember most looking back was when guys started getting healthy and coming back, and how we started playing better, and how we sort of hung in there while everybody was injured. When Jerry Grody was out and Buddy was out, and a couple other key players were out, how a lot of the rest of us got to play quite a bit, and we hung in there. We didn't play great, but we didn't fall out of the race. And of course, the last weekend in Chicago was something you'll never forget.
You'll stay with us. Stay another half inning, won't you? Okay, great. Phillies on top, 2-0. Fourth inning.
Join us on Friday, July 25th at Shea Stadium for Caribbean Night, presented by Golden Crust Bakery. See the Mets battle the Cincinnati Reds at 7:10 p.m. Make sure to arrive early for some special pregame entertainment. For your tickets, stop by Shea Stadium or Keyspan Park. Visit a Mets clubhouse shop, log on to Mets.com, or call 718-507-TIXX.
Back here at Shea, 4-5-6 for the Mets here in the fourth inning as we celebrate the 1973 champions of the National League, the New York Metropolitans. There's Mr. Kuzman and Jim McAndrew, Cleon Jones, George Stone, George Theodore, Duffy Dyer's in the booth with us visiting, and kind enough to stay around for another half an inning as the Mets send up Burnitz, Wigginton, and Perez. Everybody got hurt that year, seemingly, didn't they?
Yeah, it was, if I remember right, I remember the key injury was losing Buddy for, I think we lost him for 6 weeks or so, and that really hurt our defense, although Teddy Martinez filled in and did a good job. But you can't take a player like Buddy out of the lineup, or Jerry Grody, and you know,
well, Harrelson
he
was so consistent.
Exactly.
And you got some playing time because Grody, everybody got hurt.
Right, exactly. So a lot of the rest of us did get some playing time, and you know, we were thankful for that. But it's still, when I look back at that season and we finish up 81-80, it's still a lot of great memories as far as how we hung in there and battled.
Last game in Chicago. Well, it seems like yesterday, but then you try to remember where it was. Last game in Chicago, wasn't it?
Yes.
The first game of the doubleheader, which we won. Tugbitch in relief.
It was foggy that day, wasn't it?
I think it was. It was kind of a rainy day, and it was rain.
Yep.
And so, but the game, we won the first game of the doubleheader,
and didn't have to play.
And then that kind of clinched it. And I don't know if it was you know, I don't remember who the umpire was. Came out. That's it. Second game's off. We don't have to play. On the bus and went home. First pitch high to right field. And Polanco makes a play very quickly, 2 outs. So the last 5 outs in the ball game have gone very quickly. Burnitz a ground out to second, and Wigginton a pop to the second baseman Polanco. Now you get to see you get to travel ahead of the ball club.
Exactly.
Who's the best player you've seen? Have you seen St. Louis yet?
Yes, I've seen everybody in the National League now. Yes.
If you're going to tell me who's the best player in the National League right now, who are you going to say?
Bonds. I'd still have to go with Bonds, but Pujols is right up there with
Sheffield in the top
Sheffield
5?
Oh, yes, definitely. He's still got the quickest bat I've ever seen. All that movement
Amazing,
he's got, and the way he wraps it and everything, and he still can't throw a fastball by him.
You've seen Mark Pryor pitch?
No, I did miss him. I have not, because we played them at the start of the season, and I did not see him.
Timo Perez, left field. That might be extra bases over the head of Pat Burrell. It is. They might get him at second. The ball bounced right back to Burrell, but Timo a 2-out double here in the fourth inning as the Mets trail it by 2-0 for Timo.
Well, he gets a belt-high fastball away and goes right with it. And Timo does stay level with his swing. He's not a power guy. He has hit line drives. Another example of going with the pitch.
Oh, a 2-out double for Perez. That's his 9th double of the year. Let's say, talking to Duffy Dyer, in case you just joined us, one of the members of the 73 Met team, let's say that and we hear the trades are a possibility with the Mets and going to youth, etc. Duff, will you be asked to go look at somebody and give them your evaluation on the trade? Is that part of your job?
No, it isn't. In fact, when they have conference calls with the scouting department, I usually don't even bother to call in, especially if they're involving other organizations' minor league players, because I would not have seen them. But once in a while they may call me up and ask me an opinion on somebody else on one of the other clubs here, what I think of them, because I do see all the other major league clubs. But I really don't get very involved with trades.
You do now? Will you see all the American League teams?
No, I just
the
had
ones
to scout.
that interleague play.
Exactly.
Right.
So I'm done with them.
2 balls and no strikes to Vance Wilson. And the Mets with an opportunity to get on the board here. Down and away, it's 3 balls and no strikes. Joe McEwing in the on-deck circle. Best pitcher you've seen in the National League this year.
Boy, best pitcher I would say has been Willis. With Florida, I saw him right before we played him, and he had the 2 good starts against us. And I think it was his 2nd or 3rd start of the year, and I hadn't even heard of him because I saw Florida early in the year, and then I didn't see him for quite a while.
Pretty impressive, wasn't he?
And he was very impressive. Yes, he was. Unfortunately, he was impressive against us, too.
And we weren't the only ones.
Yeah.
How about John Schmaltz?
Oh, John's been very impressive, no doubt. I've seen him probably with 5 saves this year, and he's one of the few guys in the league that's overpowering. Millwood was very impressive early in the year. He hasn't pitched as well lately, but the first 3 or 4 starts, I've seen him start twice early in the season, and he was very tough then. He was probably the best starter I'd seen in early season.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Vance Wilson. Runner on second and 2 outs. Well over 400 with men in scoring position the last week or so, but that's going to be an easy play for Polanco. Duffy Dyer visiting with us. Thank you very much, Duff, for coming by, and enjoy this celebration that we're having with the 73 Mets here, huh?
Thank you very much. Great to see you.
Good to see you as always.
Duffy, good to see you.
Phillies on top, 2-0.
Hey, baseball fans. Only MLB.com takes you straight from the ballpark to your computer. So don't miss a second of the action. Check out MLB.com, the only place for live baseball online. Get live games with MLB.tv and game day audio. See live stats with MLB.com's unique game day feature. For fans who just can't get enough of the game, MLB.com, the official site for all things baseball, the #1 site for Major League Baseball fans.
Back here at Shea Stadium, welcome back. Mets trail a 2-0. Jeff Duncan hit his first Major League home run and stole his first base yesterday. Who's the only other Mets rookie besides Reyes to accomplish this? Our Dodge trivia quiz. And I have no idea. Who you got?
I'll say Lee Mazzilli.
Oh, I'll go with Mazzilli. Good, I will. I'll jump on that bandwagon.
Lenny, dude.
My second guess would be Lenny Dykstra.
What a memory I
had no idea. I couldn't come up with it.
I remember it well.
Ooh, what inning are we in here?
Lenny was quite a player, quite a catalyst for us.
It'll be Myers, Bird, and Polanco for the Phillies here in the 5th. And look at this. Is he going to get another one? Nope. Going to carry too far for him. He got a single in 3rd inning. His rear end was down by 3rd base, and his bat was over by 1st base, and he flared it to right field for a base hit, but this one he hit it too well, all the way to Burnitz.
Well, it's his half swing again. I think that is his swing.
Looks like he is out of the Keith Hernandez school of hitting to me.
Oh.
Let that rear end fly, right?
Oh, Lord. Doesn't even follow through with his swing.
Marlon Byrd 0 for 1 on the day. The Phillies with a run in the 2nd, run in the 3rd. They lead it 2-0. The Mets just 3 base hits off of Brett Myers.
Well, Phillies being patient with Bird has paid off, and he was off to such a horrible start earlier in the season, the first month and a half. They liked him, and they just kind of put him in spots where he can succeed off 2nd-line pitchers. And here he is now, hitting .295. We played them the first part of the year, and I shouldn't say that. The Mets went to Philly and played Philly. He was hitting on the interstate, so he's made a big surge.
Off-speed pitch off the end of the bat, and taken at first by Jason Phillips. So very quickly, 2 gone here in the 5th. Well, it's kind of vintage Tommy Glavine here. A little soft tossing outside, coming off the plate, change up away, etc. That's what has been successful for him, and why he is closing in on 250 wins. In his 15 years with the Atlanta Braves, Tommy Glavine was 99 games over 500. Polanco today 1 for 2, a fly out. His first time to the plate, and a big triple.
Well, he has been another reason why this Philly club has surged. He had a .353 April and just kind of sputtered along in May and June, but hitting .432 in July. He's got hot. The only other players hitting higher than him for the month of July are Derek Jeter over across town, .529, and the ageless Barry Bonds, 30th home run yesterday, .438.
Somebody barking at somebody, and is Polanco gone? Here comes Larry Bowa out of the dugout. He was barking at somebody barking at somebody somewhere.
Well, I think he ran Polanco.
Jerry Lane is the home plate umpire, and Polanco trying to make a point here about that last call, which is called a strike. There are ways to talk to an umpire, and there's, I guess there are magic words you can't say.
When we're talking about Larry getting a little more mellow, look at him, he got a smile on his face. Now he has to come out and protect his player.
I mean, he has to, somebody's gone here, and I presume it's Polanco. As Bowa is, interceding here to try to not, he doesn't want any sort of suspension or anything go on here. There's going to be a report filed and all this. And it's got to be on the pitch, obviously. 2 outs in the inning now.
I'm trying to read the umpire's lips. There's Bowa yelling to the dugout and telling someone to get up.
Yeah.
And here's the pitch. So he moaned about the pitch being inside. And if he got run, here it is again. Let's see when he runs him here. Oh, that's just a quick fuse by the umpire. Now, if he's just said a swear word or curse word, he can run him.
There's a magic word in there.
Yeah,
I mean, you said the magic word and see you later. But I mean, see, that's to me. Here's a short fuse umpire, and you have a player here who he's not in his face, and the umpire's looking at the player, looking for a spot to throw him out. I mean, I agree with Bowa in this situation.
There's umpires. I've sworn at umpires in my career, and they haven't run you.
He was not looking at it.
If you're arguing a pitch, you don't get run. I'm sorry.
Absolutely
when it's not vehement, right in his face.
You're not turning around. I mean, Polanco is saying something, and he wasn't saying it directly to him. He's making his point, looking at the catcher, looking at the plate or whatever, and he looked back and said a word or two, but he wasn't ranting and raving. And the umpire looking at the player, looking for a place to throw him out. And I thought that is a total difference in the way umpiring was when I played and the way it is today. The umpires, per se, are much more aggressive. No, it could be a 1-2-3 inning. No, base hit. Punto comes on with the 2 strikes and gets a 2-strike infield single in front of McEwing. That's got to be a base hit, the way the punter can run.
How about this? Coming off the bench cold, you have no idea that you're going to hit this because you cannot presume that someone's going to get thrown out. And the hustle here is what did it for him. Hustling down the line, gave him the base hit, but come up with an 0-2 count.
Yeah, I don't think Joe McEwing had got him, even if he came up cleanly with that ball. Or bring up Jim Thome.
Now I think Thome will change his approach. He may try to look for a pitch to drive here now. The last at bat, of course, he got that single to left field with a runner on third, but 2 outs.
And he does have great power to left field. He has hit 10 off-field home runs, opposite field home runs this year. You see the Mets shade him toward the left field side.
There's the second baseman.
Second baseman playing short right field, isn't he?
Yep.
Joe McEwing holding the runner at first and off the plate outside. 2 balls in, no strikes. Only one of the great power hitters of the ball game. Originally was a third baseman for the Cleveland Indians. High fastball swung right through it. Thome came up as a third baseman with the Indians, and then the Indians got Matt Williams, so Thome went over to first base.
Well, he got a fastball out over the outer half of the plate and up. And he's got that uppercut power swing, so he swung right through that pitch.
He got a pitch hit right there, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
just up above the top of the zone.
But he's more of a low ball hitter, Tom.
Oh, yeah. Tricky hop for Phillips, but he makes the play. And Tom Glavine gets out of it again. Take a look at it again. Oh, yes, get in front of it. 2 outs. We're going to the 6th, bit of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th here at Shea, 2-0. The Phillies on top. Take a second to look at our Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. Oh, the scores on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Florida. That's Willis, Dontrell Willis pitching that ball game against Montreal. Looks like he's going to win that one. The Brewers over the Reds. Well, the Reds have been scuffling. Houston over the Pirates. They're just getting going. San Diego, St. Louis just getting rolling. Yankees beating Toronto. That's in the 4th inning. And Detroit over Boston. And their American League scores as we go to the 5th inning here. It'll be McEwing, Glavine, and Jose Reyes. 8, 9, and back to the top of the lineup for New York. They're still trying to get a point on the board against Brett Myers.
Well, Brett Myers so far this season, the first 2 passes through the order, and he is just about ready to finish the second pass through the order. They've only hit 201, the teams against him, the first 2 times through the order. It's the 3rd and 4th that get a little dicey for him. Where they, after that point, they hit 305. So I'm sure Larry Bow was aware of that. And keep a close eye on him.
That curveball gets a little bit higher, doesn't it? A couple of hanging curveballs. 2 balls and a strike to McEwing. Fouled off. That'll leave the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Okay, we got the All-Star game coming up. Keith, who do you think? Who are you picking there?
Well, the American League seems to have the edge of late. I think I hate to say it, but I think the American League's going to take it.
Well, I know in your heart you're a National Leaguer.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, your career, obviously. Breaking ball, that might make the hole right there. Yep, it does. So a good 2-strike base hit leading off the 5th for the Mets, Joe McEwing. His first hit of the ball game. He is 1 for 2. Hit a pretty good pitch here.
Well, curveball down and in. Probably wanted it away a little more. Broke sharply down in the zone, but down the middle. And, you know, 8-hitter is so underrated. It's so critical to get that leadoff hit. The pitcher can bunch you over. With 2 outs, get that single to get the pitcher reps. So the next inning, you have top of the order.
One of the most overlooked things in the game, that number 8 spot. Glavine in a sacrifice position here, way inside. And it's ball 1 from Myers. Look at it again. This guy is a good athlete. Talking about Glavine, he's a good bunter, good hitter, good fielder, can run well, good athlete, a hockey player.
Tomas Perez is playing very aggressively in at third base, much like Wigington does. You see there in the left of your screen.
Glavine leads the Mets with 9 sacrifice bunts.
And there's a reason for that. He can bunt.
Yeah, he works at it too. McEwing at first and puts it in play. That'll get him over if it stays fair. Tough play right here. You got the runner right in the way, but Myers, who is 6'4", over the top of Glavine's head. That moves the runner McEwing up to second base.
Well, Tom bunts this off the plate. Gets the high bounce. And nice play by Myers here. It's a little dicey situation. Threw it inside the line. Look at the second baseman there. That's Sapunto saying nice throw. He stretched out like a first baseman.
He'll bring up Jose Reyes. As single and as a flyout. We're out to left field in the 3rd inning. And McEwing at second base. Mets trying to get on the board here. And hits sharply in the hole. Here comes the runner McEwing, and he will score easily. No throw from right field from Michaels. And the Mets are on the board. Good job from the number 8 spot. Good job by the pitcher to get him over to second. And first pitch hitting Reyes, an RBI, his 20th of the year.
And he's staying back more, and he had 3 hits yesterday. He's got 2 today now. And there's McEwing. Nice jump, nice lead, nice momentum going forward. With the crack of the bat, you move. And Reyes is happy. He's hitting continues to hit in the clutch. Came into this game hitting .364 with runners in scoring position. He's just added to that. #20th RBI.
Denny Wallen in there talking to McEwing. Joe Mack, well, they're working on something. And evidently McEwing did it correctly at the plate. He had a good swing on that breaking ball to start it off for New York here in the 5th inning. It is now a 2-1 ball game. Bring up Jeff Duncan. And he got speed. This is something the Mets did not have. They did not have from opening day on. They've got some speed right here and then 1 in the 2 spot. And you can do something. You can do hit and run. You can steal. You can try things. And you don't want to try and learn to steal bases at the major league level. Reyes has only stolen 1 base and been thrown out a couple of times. I mean, he's got blistering speed, but there is an art to the stolen base. Part of the reason some people think you should be learning the game at the AAA level. He keeps hitting the ball on the ground from the left side. He's going to stay right here.
Well, I've already seen improvement offensively from the left side. He's getting more comfortable. Patience is a virtue. You're going nowhere. This club's going nowhere. Let him play.
Well, he certainly is not here to sit, that's for sure.
You got Jeff Duncan here who puts the ball in play. Be a little less inclined to hit and run when your club's down 1 run. You certainly could do it if you had a count in your favor. It's got a big hole between first and second.
And swing and a miss. Big swing there on that one. He had that home run yesterday. He was right on the button. And a real big swing here, Keith.
And probably conscious, trying to pull the ball in the hole and just went for a bad pitch. Got a little over anxious. That ball didn't even start out in the strike zone.
Interesting story in the sense that Duncan is not a kid. He's 24 years old. Played college baseball. Last year he played in the A leagues, the minor leagues for the Mets. Started in St. Lucie and Capital Cities. Hit over, well, almost 350 at St. Lucie and almost 400 at Cap Cities.
How old were you when you were called up to the big
22.
league? 22?
Yep, the start of the season. I think I was 22. I think that's what it was. 1967. Reyes does not go up and away. Look at the home run yesterday.
Well, he got a fastball, belt high, inner half. And there you have it. Now you just see him trotting around third base there, but he was sprinting. He didn't slow down until he got to second base. He said that he didn't think it was going to go out. He was thinking triple.
He knew their home runs when he hit him in Arizona State. He's not sure about this ballpark, the big league park, right?
Yep.
The Mets do something here on a 2-1 count. They do not. Reyes stays now 3-1. So Myers started the inning with a single by Joe McEwing to left field. Larry Boa certainly noticing here what's going on. Glavine a sacrifice and an RBI single by Reyes. And now with Duncan at the plate, he has run the count to 3 balls and a strike.
You can send him running now. Send Reyes in motion here. 3-1. And
he does not go and fouled straight back. You got a fastball there. Getting in the count here, hitting 3-1. You know you're going to get a fastball.
You see Duncan's got a little bit of an uppercut swing. Low ball hitter. And that ball was belt high. Now if that pitch had been down in the knees, that's a low ball swing he has. So up and in would be a little difficult for him. It's difficult for a lot of hitters.
Now not going again, 3-2 with 1 out at first base. I think your call is right, Keith, about they're not wanting to potentially aggravate the hamstring of Reyes at first. I mean, this is a situation right here which calls for, I mean, certainly 3-2, an out, running at first base with the speed that Reyes has, he's going to go, but he was not going on that pitch. And yes, he goes here. Ball 4.
Strike 3.
Excuse me, missed the call. Did not see the call from the umpire, Jerry Lane. Strike 3. I was looking for the arm to come up. Did not. The ball goes through at second base. And Jose Reyes with a stolen base. So it was potential strike him out, throw him out. They did not get Reyes at second base.
Well, that's just a very good pitch, knee-high outside corner. There's Reyes. He looks back because he wants to make sure if the ball's in play, he knows where it's at. Gets his second stolen base. Watch this pitch. Knees in black.
And a late call by the home plate umpire, Jerry Lane. I didn't see that arm come up, so I presumed that it was a ball.
Mr. Garrett.
Yeah, he had a verbal sound. That's a base hit right there by Jason Phillips. And that's going to tie up the ball game. Reyes scores from third base. Oh, a 2-out double and a 2-out RBI by Jason Phillips. And the stolen base sending the runner on 3-2. The double down in that corner by Phillips, his 12th double and 21st RBI of the season. And the Mets tie it up.
Well, he got a hanging curveball, and we talked in the top of this inning how Myers has trouble third and fourth time through the order. And here he is facing the first three batters, and the third time through he's giving up a double and a single. Good curve there.
The Mets swinging the bat with runners in scoring position in this inning, obviously 2 for 2. The RBI single by Reyes, and of course the RBI double by Jason Phillips at second base. And it's up to Jeromy Burnitz. And a ball and a strike to him. Burnitz on the day. Fly out to right and bounced out to second base. So Jose Reyes, who yesterday had 3 base hits and 3 for 5 yesterday, got himself a couple of knocks today. Is that a happy young face right there? Hello. Oh, good breaking ball right there.
Well, he's thrown 2 good breaking balls. One down and in, and then back door.
That's nasty right there. Good breaking ball. This is that, man. That's obviously his best pitch, and that's the old 6-12 right there, or 12-6, straight down, straight overhand. Held off by Burnitz.
Well, lots of talk swirling around Jeromy Burnitz in trades. The Dodgers are struggling offensively. A need for someone to drive in some runs. A lot's going to be happening here within the next 3 weeks.
1-2, hanging a curveball right there. Burnitz saw it. He wanted to swing it. It was over his head. Jeromy has not had a good homestand, hitting under 150. Well, he had been on fire on the last road trip for the Mets. Art Howe and his troops have tied it up here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Fastball, and I mean that almost got Ty Wigginton. That thing is in 2 pieces. And look at that. That's like a spear that went right by Ty Wigginton and the bat boy Kevin. Boy, we see that a lot, don't we? We see, I mean, the bat just spears going everywhere this year.
Jeromy dives. Didn't look like he jammed him that much. Like he almost got it towards the end. Oh, he got jammed.
Oh, he did jam him, yeah. It looked like it hit in the end, didn't he?
Yeah.
First replay there, yeah.
That angle doesn't lie right there.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Burnitz. Runner in scoring position at second. Breaking ball and to right center. Got a chance. And in there, that'll be extra bases. Jason Phillips scores. The Mets 3 runs in the inning, and they take the lead 3-2. The first time the Mets have been ahead in the ball game since last Sunday, and the Jeromy Burnitz double does it right there. Single by McEwing, single by Reyes, and back-to-back doubles by Phillips and Burnitz. 3-2 ball game.
Well, another curveball, Tom, and he's been hurt by the curveball in this inning. He was cruising right along. Jason Phillips hit a hanging curveball for a double to tie the game. And now Burnitz, he fouled off some tough pitches, stayed in the at-bat, and then finally a pitcher made a mistake and put a hurt on him.
So the Mets in the inning 3 for 3 with men in scoring position. And it'll be up to Ty Wigginton to add on to that.
You could just see the body language in Meyer. He's fighting himself now. He's lowering his head when he makes a hanging curveball or doesn't make the pitch he wants to make. He's temperamental. They try to tone him down. He's a real competitive guy, and sometimes he's his own worst enemy.
Ball, no strikes to Wigginton, and that's in the dirt. Burnitz is going to go for third. He'll make it easily. So with 2 outs, 3 runs in, the 4th run in the inning, just 90 feet away. Burnitz at second. And easily over to third. It was scored as a wild pitch. Now Wigginton in a perfect situation. 2 balls and no strikes. Wigginton has been, you're talking about consistent. It's about the same against left-handers as he does right-handers. About the same on the road, at home as well.
That was
not much different whatsoever. To right center, hit well. Yeah, the right fielder get there. Yes, Jason Michaels does get there, but not before the Mets. They put up a crooked number, a 3-spot take a lead here at Shea for the first time in about a week. Welcome back to Shea Stadium. The Mets on top, 3-2, as they take the lead here at Shea. Tom Seaver along with Keith Hernandez as we celebrate the 1973 National League Championship season here at Shea Stadium with the Mets, and Wayne Garrett, our guest. We've had, well, we had the Duffmeister in here, we had the U-boat commander, we had the crazy left-hander Kuzman, and Wayne, welcome here. Welcome back to Shea and the celebration that we've had today.
Thank you,
Good to see you again.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Fun year, 1973, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was for all of us,
Yeah.
I think. I mean, we had our good times and we had our bad times that year. There was a lot of injuries, and we struggled through it, though.
Stayed close enough, and then all of a sudden got healthy at the end, didn't we?
Yep. Well, you know, when we're healthy, we're, you know, we can compete with anybody when we're healthy.
I used to go to Wayne and I said, Wayne, can I just borrow your arm for about, let me borrow for 3 years, will you please? He had a great arm from third base.
Well, it wasn't real strong, but it was fairly accurate.
It was plenty strong enough, big boy. Let's take a look back. 1973. Take a look at it. There's red on the head. Look at this play from third base. You remember that? Ooh.
Yeah, that wasn't bad, was it?
No, it was not bad at all. Played third, played second.
Played short. Buddy got injured.
Yeah, he went to shortstop. And fouled off. It'll be Lieberthal, Michaels, and Rollins for the Phillies here in the top of the 6th inning. We had earlier, Wayne, the play of the ball that came off the field in left field, and Cleon got it. It's against the Pirates, and you made the relay home to Grody. I guess it was Grody.
No,
Hodges. Hodges. That's who it was, Ron Hodges. You made and got Richie Ziska on that. It's one of the great plays in New York Met history. The ball should have been a home run. Obviously, the Pirates take a look at it again. This ball goes off the top of the fence. You would come from shortstop position,
right?
Yeah, as a relay man, and here comes Ziska around, and you throw a strike to home. One hop to Hodges, bingo, and looked like John McSherry, the umpire, said, "Yep, bring him up." Looks like him, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What a play! And that's I tell you, I hear every once in a while, listen to the game on the radio, and you hear Bob Murphy recreate that, and he talks about it. It's a great moment. You living in Florida?
Sarasota, Tom.
Sarasota? Been there quite a while, huh?
All my life.
And doing work on the golf course? You doing golf course work still?
Still in it.
And what's your handicap? To right field, and fall in front of Burnitz. So a leadoff single for Philadelphia and Lieberthal here. Lieberthal, his first hit of the day. He's been on base twice. What's your handicap?
It keeps going up and up, Tom.
Wait, you and Kuzman are taking the same pills.
Hey, I'm telling you, I played golf with you before. I'm not giving you strikes.
There's David Weathers up in the pen for the Mets.
All right, come on, give me a number. Single-digit number. I know it is single-digit. Come on. We're not playing golf. I'm going back, go to work at home.
No, I played about a 10, 11.
All right. Here comes Vern Rule out of the dugout. And talking over Tom Glavine. Rule does not normally take pitcher out of the ball game.
Well, he's on 3 days rest, so they're probably watching his pitch count more than they normally would. You're probably obviously giving Weathers some time to get ready.
We got a second here. A second, we'll sneak this in. This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of Sterling METS. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and the descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Sterling METS. You got a favorite moment in 1973, Red? World Series, anything that pops into your mind?
I don't know. I hit a home run off Vida Blue, a lefty, a tough left-hander. And
how many home runs in the series?
I hit two that series,
Vida
and that was
Blue
my first one. That was my first one, and I'll remember it. And Catfish Hunter.
Yeah, hitting a home run off Vida Blue, left-hander against left-hander. That's
It was game 2,
pretty
right?
good stuff.
Game 2, you hit it.
Game 2, I think.
Game 2, then game 3 off Hunter.
Yep. We came back here in opening day.
Mm-hmm.
I hit one off of Hunter. Leadoff home run.
Hit the ball in the bullpen. Vida Blue. I mean, hitting a left-hander off, hitting a home run off Vida Blue is no easy task. And
He's a good pitcher. Vida's a good pitcher.
Yeah.
He didn't throw very hard, though, did he?
You didn't. You didn't have to run up on it.
Nah.
Jason Michaels, a ball and a strike. 1 for 2 on the day as double and scored a run.
Wayne and I were teammates for a half a season, 1978 in St. Louis.
Did you go from here to?
No, from Montreal.
Oh, you went to Montreal.
I left here, went to Montreal, and Montreal to St. Louis.
When did you get traded to Montreal? 77 is when everything got started. Everybody started flushed out of here.
Mid-76.
76 you went.
Yeah.
Oh, 76. Did I ever face you?
Yeah.
You take me deep?
Hey.
I don't want to hear. I don't know if I want to hear this.
The highlight of my career.
Oh, give me a bucket on this one.
What? Highlight of my career. I beat you here. I beat you here.
Don't you love it?
A grand slam. My first grand slam was off of you, and I beat you here.
Oh, I love it.
You did not. No, I'm not going to bet you. It's like
see, he doesn't remember those days.
I don't remember them.
Yeah,
we're getting rid of those.
He can't remember any home run anybody hit off of him.
What did you hit? I know you remember.
Who invited this guy?
Well, all he throws is fastballs and sliders.
Oh, man. Take a look at this. The strikeout. Pardon me, I was distracted by the grand slam home run. Oh, Michael's gone on a strikeout to bring up Jimmy Rollins. Right here at Shea, the grand slam home run. At Shea. Embarrassed me in front of the hometown crowd.
Yeah.
Shame on you. Popped up left field, and Timo should get there easily. Duncan backing him up, and two gone. A leadoff single by Lieberthal, and then quickly 2 outs here by Glavine.
The left fielder.
Glavine's got a pitch count. He might have a number of pitches they want him to throw. A guy like Glavine pitching on 3 days rest shouldn't bother him at all. Now, he's had the bad elbow. That's part of the problem, Keith, that he's had, is that get the so-called loose impediments in there, or some things that bother him in his elbow. But he's got 2 outs here in the 6th inning, and he's got a 1-run lead. Look at Pat Burrell. Who was the toughest pitcher for you to face? Carlton? Did you face him much? He's got to be.
I really hit Carlton.
Oh, did you?
I hit Carlton. The toughest pitcher for me was Juan Marichal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can imagine that.
I could not hit him.
Up the middle, base hit for Burrell. So the Phillies will have runners at first and seconds with 2 outs. He had a great swing. You got to remember about Wayne Garrett, Keith. He had a great swing. Compact.
Low ball. Like all lefties. He liked that low ball.
He kept that.
That was our zone.
That was it, wasn't it?
He kept the ball relatively flat going through the hitting zone.
I know, but
he get himself a lot of places.
I'm just saying his happy zone was knees. We like that ball down, lefties. Yeah. We all do.
And a good defensive player.
It's hard to lay off of.
Oh. It's 8 hits given up by Glavine now.
And he is ahead by a run. Take it any time. 8 hits in 5+ innings. So men at first and second, 2 out for the Phillies. And Tomas Perez 0 for 2 on the day. It's that squeeze button. Remember, that was back in the second inning. That was a pivotal part of the ball game. And then he flew out to right field. Do you see any ball games down south? Wayne, do you go up to Atlanta and see him, or do you see any baseball games at all, or follow it much, or?
Very, very little. I went to opening day of the Devil Rays season. That's the only time I've been in that ballpark.
That's right, Sarasota. You're a lot closer to Tampa.
That's right. You're a terrible ballpark, you know?
Yeah, and I'm a terrible fan, too.
You're a terrible fan?
Yeah, I was just talking about that yesterday. I can watch other sports that I never participated in, and I can sit down and watch that game from beginning to end. In baseball, I've seen so many games. I probably watch as many as I played in.
Yeah, I don't.
And I just got tired of watching games, and it's really hard to watch a game. Now, when it gets into the playoffs and World Series, I'll watch that.
I don't think that's unusual. If you've seen so much, and if you're not in it and don't play in it, then how many games would you watch? But that's logical.
Well, when you were still, because I was still retired, you were still playing. Nolan was still playing,
right?
And the guys like Keith. The guys that I knew in the game, I would watch. But once they retired, I stopped watching.
Popped up to center field. Duncan should get there. Might lose it. No, he gets it. And the Phillies are gone here on the top of the sixth inning. Wayne Garrett's been our guest here. Good to see you, Wayne, as always, and enjoy this celebration of the 73 Mets.
Thanks,
Good
Don.
to see all you guys.
Thanks,
Good seeing you, Wayne.
Good seeing you.
Mets on top, 3-2.
MSG delivers sports talk on Talk of Our Town. The busy New York sports scene never stops buzzing. So tune in and get the latest news and views on Talk of Our Town, presented by Sims. The big issues, the tough topics. If it's happening in sports, we're talking about it. With special high-profile guests and in-depth discussion, Talk of Our Town keeps the focus on the teams, athletes, and stories that you want to hear about. Join Bill Daughtry and Bob Wischusen for Talk of Our Town, presented by Sims, only on MSG Network.
Good job done by Tommy Glavine today in his 6 innings pitch as we look at our Lexus line score. The Phillies 2 runs on 8 hits, and the Mets 3 runs on 7 hits in this errorless ball game. Let's look at our Lexus line score.
Looks like he might be finished. It's a 3-day rest, as we said. David Weathers is still up in the bullpen throwing. He's ready to come in. I believe it's going to. That'll be it. You can see there. He's shaking his hand.
That's as much mental as I think physical either. As well. I mean, you got 3-day break here, and go home and be happy. Just get your 3 days and enjoy it and have a good taste in your mouth to potentially win a ball game. Line drive right there by Timo Perez as he leads it off for the Mets. So 1 gone here in the 6th for New York. It'll be Perez, Vance Wilson, and Joe McEwen.
Well, that was Traxel out there, probably just getting a little road work for his next start. I thought pitchers got their throwing prior to the game, starting pitchers.
Well, he may be in here for a hitter. You could use him for a hitter.
You're right.
Depending, we're getting down to the number 7 spot in the lineup. And now if they're going to pinch hit for Glavine, if they get that far, because it's Vance Wilson and then McEwen, fouled straight back, strike 1 to Vance Wilson.
And also, too, Traxel's last start out Thursday, he got knocked out early, so he didn't throw a lot of pitches. And his next time up in the rotation after the All-Star break won't be till next Thursday.
So he gets some work into the bullpen, but potentially can come in and get an out or 2, or face, let's say they go around and they face the middle of that lineup again. They get Lieberthal, or just would depend
on the situation. You're right.
Yep. On that inside corner, Jerry Lane's a real late call behind home plate. I mean, there's an audible call, and the catcher knows it, the hitter knows it, pitcher knows it. And their umpires have different styles. And 2 hops to Rollins. And long throw gets him, and there are 2 gone here for the Mets in the 6th.
Well, I think Weathers will get the call. We're going to be next inning, get into the 7th inning. Benitez, of course, gets around there on the 9th inning is his time. Although with Art Howe this year, he has not been averse to bringing him in the 8th inning. There's Glavine. His day is over. Head into the clubhouse, probably change his shirt, Tom. Is it?
Well, I would imagine he's going to go in there and put some ice on that shoulder and or elbow. A fly ball center field, hit well by Joe McEwing, but Marlon Byrd tracks it down easily, and the Mets are gone 1, 2, 3 here in the 6th inning. We're through 6. Mets on top by a run.
Welcome back to Shea Stadium. Mets leading the Phillies 3-2. Mets getting some good news on the injury front. Al Leiter, who's been on the disabled list with some inflammation in his right knee, he's feeling a lot better. He threw on the side on Thursday, felt no pain. So he's going to go either Saturday or Sunday after the All-Star break. After the break, it's going to be Steve Traxel, Jay So, then either Leiter or Glavine on Saturday, the other one on Sunday. And obviously, if the Mets are going to have a better second half of the season, Al Leiter's going to be a big part of that, guys. Back upstairs to you.
All right, Sean, thank you very much. Hope you're enjoying the beautiful day here at Shea Stadium as much as Keith and I are up here in this booth. It'll be up to David Weathers to hold on to that 1-run lead for the Mets. He takes over for Glavine. Glavine, fine outing here at Shea. Gave up a couple of runs on 8 hits. They flip-flop in the lineup, and David Weathers will hit in the number 8 spot. McEwing comes out. And Ray Sanchez will hit in the number 9 spot and play second base. They flip-flop in the number 8 spot and 9 spot by Art Howe at the bottom of the lineup.
Weathers is second in the National League with holds. Octavio Dotel leads with 18. David has 16. His difficulty this year has been getting the first hitter out. The first batter he faces in the inning. He's retired only 27 out of 47. It's been his nemesis. He's a workhorse. He gives you innings.
Yes, he does, and he wants the mound too.
You doggone right. Give me the ball.
Yeah,
I like him out there.
Give me the ball. He's kind of an old timer in that way. Brett Myers is gone, and Ricky Ledee is pinch hitting for him here in the top of the 7th inning. Ledee hitting a $167. Ricky Ledee, excuse me.
Well, he's tied for 5th in games appearances, David, with 47. 11th amongst relievers in the National League with innings pitched.
Misses outside.
And there we go. The
lead off walk. Yep. Lead off walk. Well, here's your chance to make your big league dreams come true. Suit up, and play with the Mets all-time greats at the official New York Mets Fantasy Camp. Spend 5 days and 4 nights at the Mets Spring Training Facility in Port St. Lucie, Florida. You'll take the field in your very own personalized Mets uniform and be coached by the pros in the fundamentals of hitting, pitching, fielding, and base running. So secure your place in the lineup today. Call 718-559-3035 or log on to Mets.com. You go back to the top of the lineup in Marlon Byrd and the tying run on first base. We are down in a 1-run ball game and 9 outs left in the game. We'll see what Larry Boa does. Dan Plesac throwing in the bullpen for the Phillies, and they will hold the runner Ledee close at first base. Both managers with the All-Star break in front of them have expanded arms they can use in that bullpen. Put some starters down there. Should be 2. No, he knocked it down. Might get 2 anyway. Look at this. Got him. What a play by Reyes. What a better play by Sanchez. And a very unusual double play, 6-4-3. Reyes good enough to knock it down. And great recovery by Sanchez.
Well, this ball's just ripped, and it's a bit of luck there. Great play, as you said, Tom, on the dive here. Pops out of his glove, and Mets get a little lucky here. Bounces towards Reyes, and Reyes makes the play. Look at Reyes. That's a great shot right here. Watch him. Bare hand, falling down, and has enough to get the double play on a speedy Marlon Byrd.
I thought the runner going down the first baseline, Byrd, was safe. And then the replay, perfect replay, Dana DeMuth was exactly correct, called him out. And a great play by Sanchez. So you're right, yeah, sometimes, Keith, would rather be lucky than good. And there was a little bit of both in that play.
It's a game of inches. It would have been a 1st and 3rd situation. Instead, there's nobody out. Nobody on base and 2 outs.
So Nick Punto will be the hitter. Punto in when Polanco was thrown out in the 5th inning. And another base hit for him. He came in with 2 strikes when Polanco got thrown out of the ball game. 1 pitch and got a base hit. And now another one. The first hit he got was back in the 5th inning. The number 2 spot for the Philadelphia is a good place to be today.
Well, he got a little fastball sinker away and went right up the middle with it.
How big is that play at second base now?
Oh, it's huge. Woo! And Ponto came into this game hitting 243. Don't tell him when you put him in the lineup. Surprise him.
There's an element of truth in that. You're not being facetious. That's true. Don't let him know. Wait till they get there. He's a big out in this ball game. Right-hander against Jim Thome. Thome 1 for 2. Been on base a couple of times. Had an RBI single in the 3rd inning.
Burnitz started moving over towards the line a little bit there. He was playing, I thought, too much in the gap. And we showed you that shot. Jeromy kind of moved to the line a little bit. A little bit surprised if you're going to play that kind of a pull in the infield with your infielders. You'd think you'd do it with your outfielders.
Well, Art Howe, we're in the 7th inning and still 8 to 9 to go with another out here, and choosing to let Weathers pitch to Thome and walks him.
Well, it's been a rough inning for Weathers. He got the 2 outs in this inning on the fine diving stop of Reyes and the beautiful reactionary play by Sanchez for the double play. He could be nobody out in this inning right now, and the whole Phillies ahead.
Well, that's
or tied. Excuse
what
me.
you do in the game as a pitcher? You say, well, who's the one guy I'm going to not let beat me in the last 9 outs of the ball game?
Thome.
Jim Thome.
Absolutely.
Just to eliminate him, get him out of here.
It's a right-hander against a left-hander.
Right-hander, left-hander. You got a man on base. You can lose the lead.
Yep. He'll take his chances with Lieberthal.
And fouled straight back. Pretty good swing right there by Lieberthal. Lieberthal on the day been on base a couple of times.
Pretty good pitch too. Up and in. Tom came right out. Up and in fastball.
And Weathers, you're just talking about. Weathers is not afraid to do this, is he?
Look at that. Up and in fastball. Right out. Get ahead.
Yeah, you're talking to a man that believes in it, believes in this stuff. Well, they'll go right after you. And another good one right there. He threw that ball right by him, didn't he?
He sure did. Up and in fastball to start, and then this fastball outside corner.
We have good movement on it as well, right through it.
Now Weathers is in the driver's seat now by going aggressively after Lieberthal.
Obviously, big out in this ball game. Big pitch. Fouled straight back. Do it again. Came right after him with 2 no balls and 2 strikes. Got up, went up.
Up and in, and went up the ladder out of the strike zone.
And it's a setup pitch with a purpose, not just throw it someplace off the plate where it has no meaning. Do it up above the top of the strike zone. You might get a strikeout. You might get a pop-up. Very rarely do you get hurt up there when you're up above that much above the top of the strike zone. Popped it to right field. Would be an easy play for Burnitz. And Weathers gets out of it. Good double play. Time to take a stretch here, ladies and gentlemen. Mets on top by a run. Back here at Shea and take a look at our Jeep game summary. That's on top by a run. They scored 3 in the bottom of the 5th. Glavine 6 innings pitched, 8 hits, a couple of runs, a couple of walks, and a couple of strikeouts. Reyes 2 for 3. Another good day for him. With an RBI, stolen base, and a run score. Phillips and Burnitz back-to-back doubles in the 5th. Polanco was ejected in the 5th inning by the home plate umpire Jerry Lane for saying some sort of magic word. Nonetheless, well, he helped the Mets win the World Series in 1986. Now he's headed for the Hall of Fame. Gary Carter, the kid. He stops by the WB11 Morning News this Monday starting at 5:30. 5:30 start for the Monday Morning News. Dan Plesac, the new pitcher. He will take over for Brett Myers. Myers stands to lose this 1-run ball game so far. This is a veteran, Keith.
Dan Plesac, 41 years of age. He had his big years in Milwaukee back in Starting in 86, 87, 88, 89, and 90, he was their big save guy. He's bounced over to the Cubs, Pirates, Toronto, Arizona, back to Toronto, and now the Phillies.
Oh, to be a left-hander in the big leagues, huh?
Absolutely.
Strike one right by Sanchez. Sanchez, who's in the number 9 spot. That was the double switch when David Weathers came in. It'll be Sanchez, Reyes, and Duncan. Sanchez hitting just 204. Home runs, 11 RBIs.
There's Carlos Silva, and that's probably the one Achilles heel in the bullpen for these Phillies. He hasn't had a lot of success this year. He's 3-1, but he's got the highest ERA. Larry Bowa's got 3 left-handers in the bullpen and 4 fairly solid right-handers. It's been a strength of this ball club, their pitching.
It had been a club with some thumpers in the middle of the lineup, and then they went out and got Thome as well. On the outside corner, misses, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, he thought he had it. Look at the glove. Did the catcher move it? He's just holding it right there.
You know, it looked like Reyes thought he had it too.
Let's see. Oh, it just missed. I tell you what, the good hitters get that call.
Boy, that is a fraction right there.
I'll say.
Trying to go to right field, fouls it off straight back to the right of home plate over the Met dugout.
Could that have been a Quest Tech call?
I don't know. That's you wonder. You make a pitch like that, and you wonder how in the world does somebody take it? How in the world?
I'll tell you what it is. You're fooled. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it happens.
Yeah, that very well might be. And looks like it's going to cost him. No, it's the ball on the nose. And line drive to the second baseman Punto, and there's 1 out for the Mets here in the 7th inning.
The shortstop, number 7.
So Punto, the guy that wasn't supposed to play today, has 2 hits and made some nice plays in the field.
I'm glad he showed up, isn't he?
Yep. Well, that's why you have 25 players. You need them.
You need him when you got an umpire. You got a quick hook, don't you?
Short fuse.
Short fuse and a quick hook.
Rabbit ears.
See you later. He'll bring up Reyes, who has had a good couple of days. He got 2 hits here today. Scored a run in the 5th. Had an RBI in the 5th. That was his 20th RBI of the season, and he had 3 hits yesterday. So he's about to turn over and hit from the right side here. One of the things with a guy that can run like this, and it's one of the most beautiful plays. And I mean, I love defense. That game that we had in Cincinnati, well, beautiful defense on both sides. I loved that. I thought that was great. Beautiful. I mean, it's just like pieces of art when you're playing beautiful defense. The other part of it, when you got a guy like a Reyes that can run, a 3-base hit.
Yes.
See the triple? More than an inside the park home run, because it's usually something weird if you can get all the way around.
Well, I grew up
inside the park, you know.
I came up in a stadium where we had a lot of speed, and Lou Brock and Willie Davis was there one year in Templeton.
Yeah.
Because I saw a lot of triples.
See those guys run. I mean, that's one of the beautiful aspects of the game. And fouled off the right side.
In 1979, Gary Templeton led the majors in the National League, obviously the National League, in triples with 18.
Wow.
Willie Mays had the record with 22, if you can believe that. We can believe that. I believe it was 22. I had 11 triples that year.
Wow. In that ballpark.
That ball hitting line
Stadium.
drives, hitting line drives into the gaps out there in that AstroTurf.
We're talking about Reyes the last couple of days. 2 hits today and the day he had yesterday, and he is up to over 240 with his average.
Oh, he gives away that changeup, doesn't he? He just alters his pitching, slows down his arm, and that's, boy, I'm a pitching coach, I'll say, can that changeup. You're giving it away.
Reyes is 7 for his last 15. That's about giving him that jump up toward the 250 mark. 2-2 pitch to him way inside. And he may work his way to get on base. He's taking the count deep here. This is pretty good at bat for him.
Well, I got to believe he's going to throw him a fastball here. He don't want speed on the bases. He wants Reyes off the bases. Fastball away.
And misses the Mets with a one-out base runner and a base on balls. And that is his second walk of the season already. What?
You're being facetious.
Well, a little bit, yes. Base on balls. And it's not unusual. I mean, if you get youngsters come out of the minor leagues and they don't want to get deep in the count. They don't want to hit the curveball. They want to hit the fastball. And they're anxious, nervous. You know, they get their heart pumping. I'm playing in the big leagues. They want to swing the bat. And a lot of young players, you really have to work to walk them.
Well, he has 99 at bats now with 2 walks.
Couple of walks already.
And, you know, we're talking about we like him leading off to get him relaxed, get more pitches to hit. But a leadoff hitter, you want to see an on-base percentage up there close to 400, at least in the 380s.
Well, the one thing that happens when you've got a guy that can hit leadoff, knows how to hit leadoff, it just can help make a number 2 hitter. And you got a fastball hitter in that number 2 spot, and you've got a guy with that high on-base percentage, Keith, you're talking about, and then that number 2 hitter. If he is a fastball hitter, you get on base in front of him, that number 2 spot's can have a heck of a year.
Helped us number 3 hitters too, pal.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Love to see that first guy get on, don't you?
Oh,
guy that can run. Hopped it up on the infield. Thome says, "I'll take it." And for the second time, Duncan trying to drag his way on. Did it back in the 3rd inning. Was thrown out by the pitcher, and here a little easy pop up to Jim Thome.
Well, he's trying to bunt it down the first base line this time. He did last time, but a left-hander's pitching this time, and that's fine. I think they'll probably talk with him and say, hey, swing the bat. You don't mind him doing it there, maybe because it's a lefty-lefty situation, but you can see Walling right there saying, you know, you got a hole. Don't be bunting. Swing the bat.
Well, the Phillies are going to go to their bullpen, bring in a right-hander. Mets on top by a run.
The United States does not negotiate with hostage takers. This is not just a situation. It's my sister.
I don't want to know what you guys are cooking up, but do whatever it takes.
We hit all 3 places simultaneously. Bring the noise.
For producer Jerry Bruckheimer and director Michael Bay. Bad Boys 2, rated R, opens Friday.
Carlos Silva out of the bullpen for the Philadelphia Phillies, takes it over for Dan Plesac. Plesac in relief of Brett Myers. Workhorse out of that bullpen, Keith.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
And I stand corrected. I said he was the weak link of this bullpen. He is not. He's 3-1. And this Philly bullpen is 12-10 on the year, with a 3.06 earned run average in 270 innings. So the bullpen has just been really outstanding.
Pretty good, isn't it?
Would you take it?
Oh.
In a New York minute.
Most every club would take it. There's no question about that. Reyes does not go. Phillips in the hole. And another base hit for Jason Phillips. First pitch that he sees. And it's fastball middle in. So the Mets now with runners at first and second and 2 out.
Well, he got a little fastball, didn't get it in enough, and Jason stays level. And that's why he's hitting, coming into this game, .304. He's 2 for 4 today.
And Larry Bow out of the bullpen, out of the dugout, excuse me, looking at that bullpen with Jeromy Burnitz in the on-deck circle. And here we go in. You've got strength. You go right to it. Silva is gone. Bullpen coming in.
This Wednesday, it all begins. Everwood's Emily Van Camp and Gregory Smith guest host. Pepsi Smash. Wednesday at 9, only on the WB11.
Back here at Shea, 1-run ball game, and Real Cormier out of the bullpen for the Philadelphia Phillies in his 38th ball game. 3rd pitcher of the inning for Larry Bow and his Philadelphia Phillies. And Plesac Carlos Silva came in through one pitch. Now one pitch, a base hit for Jason Phillips, and now left-hander because of Burnitz. Cormier comes in.
Well, Cormier against left-handers this year, the lefties are hitting 0.87 against Real.
That's even lower than the interstate, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what to call that. Like in a submarine dive.
That's like a racetrack going around in circles, right? It's on the racetrack. Got a 0 in front of it. Ball 1, first pitch, down and away. Cormier 2-0 and an earned run average of 1.5. Another member of that bullpen who's having a good year for Larry Bow and the Phillies. Mets with runners on first and second. Popped him up. High sun for Marlon Byrd. Fights it. Yeah, made it. Good play. Really fighting that sun in center field. And the New York Mets stage a rally. And runners on. And leave a couple of men on. They still lead it by a run here at the end of 7th.
For 40 years, 2 men have called the shots at Shea. These living legends have garnered plaudits, plates, and plaques, and now the highest of honors, their own bobble. They grace the booths. Now Ralph and Bob will bobble for you. On Sunday, July 27th, the first 35,000 adults 13 and over will grab a double bobble courtesy of Toyota. For tickets, call 718-507-TIXX or log on to Mets.com.
There's Mr. Murphy. A nicer man you would never want to meet. Oh, my headset. You're on. Murph. What a jewel. And his lovely wife, Joy, is here today.
Yes.
Get to see her and give her a big hug and kiss. And, Murphy is just a fixture here at Shea Stadium. David Weathers, his second inning of work, came in the 7th inning. Now a couple of men on, and got a big fly ball to right field by Lieberthal. And he'll face Michaels, Rollins, and Pat Burrell here in the top of the 8th inning. Ball and 2 strikes.
Well, Weathers' job is to get it through and get it to Benitez in the 9th.
And slider down and away.
Said he struggled with the first outs. Came in last inning and walked the leadoff batter. That has been his bane so far this year.
And line drive right at the shortstop, Reyes. Yeah, we'll take it. Hit it right on the button. Michaels did. And you get one of those hang with 'ems from the opposite dugout. And it's a big out, leadoff out here in the 8th inning. Take a look at our National League scoreboard, brought to you by Toyota. Florida 9-4. And the 7th over Montreal. Milwaukee over Cincinnati. Boy, Cincinnati, they can't win for losing, can't they? Boy, Astros, 5th inning in St. Louis. Dodgers scored a crooked number, Keith. Look at that, 5-0. Yankees on top of Toronto. And Detroit beating Boston. That's a final. How about that ball club? Well, Jimmy Rollins, no balls and a strike, single to left field. So a 1-out single and the tie run at first base.
Well, this is a good pitch here, Tom. A little sinker looking right to the glove. That's just good hitting. You tip your hat there. He went right with that sinker.
A very good catch. That word you just used, that's good hitting.
Yep.
That was terrific hitting. Going that way, ball out there. You try to do something other than that with that ball, you get a little ground ball to shortstop. Oh, a 1-out single for Rollins, his second hit of the ball game.
And they've got to worry about a stolen base potential here in Rollins.
And you got a guy at the plate that he got a lot of swings and misses, though. That's the problem.
But he's a Met killer.
Yeah. Rollins 2 hits on the day at first base, and he also lined out to short back in the 4th inning. So he's having a good day with the bat. Does not go at first, way down and away, ball and a strike. Pat Burrell, the Met killer, he had the home run here on Friday night off of Aaron Heilman. That's his career against the Mets, and they are some ugly numbers as far as New York is concerned.
20 home runs in 56 games.
There goes the runner, and hit and run on, fell off to the right side.
I don't know if they would hit and run with Burrell. I just think he had a pitch to hit, and I think Rollins just went on his own.
I don't think he looked back. I think you're exactly right. It didn't look like he looked back from when he was running to second base. Not the guy that you would think would run when you got the guy that swings and misses a lot. But, you know, Larry Bowa, very aggressive.
Watch his head.
No.
He's not looking. That was a straight steal. He heard the tick of the bat, and then he's looking to where it goes.
Yep, he heard the bat. Ball hit the bat. Ball and 2 strikes now to Burrell. And they'll check the runner at first base.
Well, that got David Weathers' attention. And Rollins had a heck of a jump there. If that ball was not fouled off, he would have had a stolen base.
The Phillies with 33 stolen bases on the year. Not really a running ball club. And high fastball, chased it. Lucky enough to foul it off.
But you know, Tom, he's throwing that fastball. He did it to Lieberthal last inning. It's out of the strike zone.
Yeah, it's a good pitch.
It's, you know, it's above the letters, shoulder high, chin high, and they're going to foul it back. Well, that was a little lower.
Yeah, tough to get on top of that.
I've always liked David Weathers.
I do too.
He's not afraid.
You like those kind of guys. They come right at you. Listen, here it is. Does not go at first base. Bounces it. That little slider.
Oh, nice block. Critical block right there.
Blocks it. He took it off his back. That ball was on his back for a while.
Goodness, this is critical part of the game right here. Look at that. That is a short hop. He just popped out and got his body in front. Used his shoulders. It's on his shoulder. Fine play. We see it day in, day out now that he's been able to catch every day.
The best thing that's happened, I mean, on a personal basis, is Vance Wilson get a chance to catch in the big leagues and show that he can play. I mean, he's not a kid. He's 30 years old and been in the minor leagues, but he's getting a chance to prove that he can play at the big league level. Runner goes. They got a shot at him. No, bad throw. Big jump at first, just like he did before. Keith Hernandez said. Rollins a big jump. And the Phillies get a runner in scoring position with 1 out.
Well, he had that big lead the whole plate appearance here. And the ball's low. There's no wasted motion. I don't think he wouldn't have thrown him out with a perfect throw.
Yep, I think he had it stolen. 11 stolen base this year for Rollins. And 3-2 pitch to Burrell. Softly in the infield. Well, does not run well. Easy out for Reyes, and there are 2 outs in the tying run at third base. So Pat Burrell is 1 for 4 on the day. Had a single in the 6th, and again way out in front, Keith.
Well, watch the butt fly out. Look at that. He's just way. It's just not a good swing. He's not waiting, and that's why he's hitting 192 or on the interstate. It's just, I think now it's just become mental with him, and the 3 days off for him might do him a world of good.
And the Mets scored those 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. They were 3 for 3 with runners in scoring position. And the Phillies today are 2 for 7 in this ball game with runners in scoring position. Now, Tomas Perez, switch hitter, running left-handed against David Weathers. And inside, ball on the strike. One of the critical parts of the game, we talked about it. It happened in the 2nd inning. That's squeeze bunt that Tom Glavine experienced. He smelled it, and the pitch out, and they got the runner in a rundown coming home from third base, Rollins, after he had doubled.
And you're right.
We'd have a tie ball game.
Every run, it all adds up in the end. It all adds up.
Fastball threw it right by him. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I remember you talking last year, Tom, that if you walk someone or did something bad, you might have to face a Willie Mays again next time in the order where you might miss him. And it all adds up. It all adds up.
Well, it's such a beautiful game. 2-2. Fly ball center field hit well, but Duncan is there, makes it. Good job by David Weathers. Trying to run on third base. He gets out of it. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Mets still. Armando Benitez getting ready in the Mets bullpen, and the Phillies go to their 5th pitcher of the day, Terry Adams, out of their bullpen to pitch the bottom of the 8th. And take a second look at our Lexus line score. The Phillies, a couple of runs on 10 hits, single runs in the 2nd and 3rd, and the Mets that 3 spot. And they lead it 3-2 as we are in the bottom of the 8th inning. Terry Adams takes it over for Philadelphia.
And you can see another fine earned run average, 42nd appearance, 12 walks, 45 innings. You got to like that. You don't want relievers coming in walking people. He's a veteran. Started with the Cubs back in '95. Abreu's in right field for defense. And Michaels to the left, and Burrell's out.
So Burrell is gone. And Michaels moves to left. And Abreu in right field. Wigginton goes after that first pitch fastball from Terry Adams.
And there was a flip-flop in the lineup that allows Larry Boa in the 9-hole. He puts Abreu to lead off the inning next inning.
Yep, Abreu's going to hit ninth. Larry Boa talking with Joe Kerrigan. And high breaking ball, hanger.
Pitcher will be in Burrell's spot, the 7th spot. Adams.
Joe Kerrigan, of course, was the manager for a little bit with the Boston Red Sox. It did not work out. One hopper to third baseman Perez. Long throw gets him easily. So one gone here for the Mets in the bottom of the 8th. Find out why WB11's News at 10 is the Emmy winner for the best single newscast the 2nd year in a row. Join the team that brings you New York's news tonight, right here on the WB11.
There's Sal Marciano in the sports. Sal's here today. Sal's a good friend.
Yeah, Sal came around specifically to say hello to Tug McGraw. Back, of course, with the celebration of the '73 Mets. Fastball up and in by Adams.
Yeah, and Sean is doing the backup tonight. He's doing the sports tonight. Sean Kimmerly is always here with us on WB11 Broadcasts.
Timo Perez had a pretty good day. He had a double in the 4th inning and lined out in the 6th. He's 1 for 3.
Duffy Dyer.
We call old Duff the U-boat commander. Back in the employment of the New York Mets, he was managing in minor league baseball, and he did some third base coaching.
Well, you had 2 catchers that didn't talk to opponents when I came up as a rookie.
You weren't allowed. A couple of hops to second baseman Punto, and 2 gone here for the Mets in the bottom of the 8th.
I said hi to Jerry Garrotti. He kind of snarled at me.
That was a mistake right there.
I said hi to Duffy Dyer. He just looked at me with this blank expression. I said, well, okay, I guess I'll mind my own business.
You figured that like you weren't going to meet for soft drinks after the game. Is that it or what? Huh?
There's Jerry.
And Vance Wilson to right field. A very quick inning for Terry Adams. 1, 2, 3. Bring on Armando. That's up by a run. Looking for a win to go to All-Star break. Well, Armando Benitez going to the All-Star game in Chicago after this game, and he would like to close it out right now here for Tom Glavine. Armando for 2 and 3 on the year, looking for his 22nd save, and it's his 45th ball game, and picked to represent the Mets out of that bullpen for the National League and the All-Star game in Chicago. He will have the Phillies in front of him here. Bobby Abreu will lead it off. He went into right field. There were some double switches. And Abreu got the day off. Will get up and have to face Armando Benitez. And fastball right in there, strike 1.
Armando has had, as far as giving up the home run this year, he's only given up 5, but 4 against lefties. He likes to stay away. You can see the catcher set up out there. And Gene Tennis told me, Tom, and you tell me if you agree with this. 1-run lead late in the game, he would just set up outside and say, hey, you want to try to pull it out of the ballpark? Go ahead, son. Try it.
Yeah, that's one theory. If you're going to beat me, beat me to the opposite field. Abreu is more of a line drive hitter. Another fastball out there, another splitter, and that down in the dirt. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, he's also the guy that steals bases, Abreu, too. 9 stolen bases on the year. He does not have to go up there with top of the order behind him to hit a home run. Just get on base.
And fastball got it. Fastball up and out over the plate. Beautiful pitch by Armando. And 1 gone here in the 9th inning.
Well, he just stayed away. 2 fastballs away, then a splitter away, then a fastball in the outside corner. And that's on the outside corner. Ticking it. Might have been a little bit outside. You never know. Too close to take.
Too close to take with 2 strikes. Yep, he'd thrown a couple of strikes out there anyway. Who knows? Maybe this all-star selection has done wonders for Armando and his confidence, because he's pitched well since that news came out.
Oh, he's on the corners today. He's very sharp.
He's on the corners with stuff too.
And there's lots of interest out there in both leagues for Armando. Boston, San Francisco. R2, look at this, on the black.
On the black in the mid-90s. In control with movement. Look at this. Look at the placement of this pitch.
Right there. Right to the glove. Oh, he got a call. He got a call.
We have the expanding strike zone. 1 bounce down to Jason Phillips. And just like that, 2 outs here in the 9th inning. And Tom Glavine just an out away here from picking up for him his 7th victory of the year.
So the bench jockeying, if an umpire made a call like that late in the game on a day game, you say, what do you got, a date tonight? Let's go. Call it.
One thing I've talked about it a lot is that you can't change the strike zone in a ball game. You got a strike zone early. That ball was clearly outside. Now Armando 2 for 2 so far here. And he'll try to get out Punto. The Mets have not been able to do it so far. He came in when Placido Polanco got thrown out in the 5th. Got a single on 1 pitch and had another single in the 7th inning. So he is 2 for 2.
He's got to try to get Thome up here. Now, if he's paying attention, Armando's just stayed away. Look away and try to hit it between 3rd and short.
Now leaving the count at a ball and a strike.
He gets on base. It gets to be a nice little setup here. A nice little situation. Thome and Benitez.
And if you're a baseball fan, that's what you like to see. You like to come to the ballpark and see this. You're talking about the matchup between Benitez and Thome in the on-deck circle. And that's down. And ball 2. Wigginton in at 3rd base, right at the cut of the grass. Punto can run. And misses away, ball 3. That's the one thing that's frustrating about Armando Benitez to people, that he can come in and he can look at just absolutely lights out, and then all of a sudden he can miss by 2 feet.
Well, they got a guy with 39 at bats in the season. Go after him. Here's a fastball. Hit it. I'm not going to walk you. You're going to earn your way on base. If I have to get Thome out, I'm not going to give you a free pass.
That pitch was right down Broadway, and the Mets behind him and beyond their feet as Armando tries to get his 22nd save and a win for Glavine. And that's going to trickle foul.
And that was ball 4.
Well, when you're batting against a guy, when you're hitting against a guy that throws the way that Armando, you have to make your mind up.
I understand.
Pretty early, don't you?
Yes. Absolutely.
One of the luxuries of hard throwers, all of a sudden you can get hitters begin to go after pitches out of the strike zone. So a re-rack it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a 3-2 score in favor of the Mets. Fouled off again down the left field line. Oh, Punto hanging in there. Maybe we can save it for Tom Glavine. It'll be his 249th victory in the big leagues. Fastball fouled off again. This is a situation you're a hitter. When you've got Thome in the on-deck circle, you're going to get fastball. You can't get a splitter, can you?
He can't get cute. If he throws it,
can he?
If he throws it, he's getting cute. If he makes the pitch, you tip your hat. If he doesn't, ball 4, and hey, the bomber's up. Yeah, the bomber's up.
Base hit left field. Look at that's a great at-bat. What a day for Punto. Well, if you like drama, you got it.
Well, like I told you, Tom, at the beginning of this bat, if he's paying attention, Benitez staying away.
Number 25.
Just slapped
Jim
that
Thome.
ball in the left field, and sure enough, he did. And now we've got drama. Terrific at bat.
That was a great at bat, wasn't it? One of the things that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball, and a lot of that dictated by the count and who was on the on-deck circle, and that's why you got the pitches that you got. Hard out say no doubles, no doubles, no doubles.
Nothing over your head.
And on that outside corner, don't forget Thome with great power to the opposite field. He hit about a 450-foot home run. Look at this one.
Well, that's a close pitch, and it's framed nicely by Wilson. It's whether it was definitely not high. Hit the corner. It's a strike. That didn't miss by much.
The ball and the strike. Remember, Thome will strike out a lot. Benitez, he will strike out a lot of hitters. Benitez is 48 innings pitched, and he has struck out 49 men. And he is usually right there for a one punch out per inning. This is up and away, and the runner Punto at first stays there.
He just did not get on top of that pitch at all.
It's on the side of the ball, didn't he?
Jeez. And that's a critical pitch right here when it's 1-1. Now it turns in favor of Thome. He just did not. It was a splitter, it looked like, Tom. And he threw it sidearm almost.
It's that front part of his body gone, and there's nothing left. And he gets great movement on it, but the ball just runs right out of the strike zone.
Well, here's a pitch right here. Thome can look for a fastball, look for something to drive.
He's looking to drive it over there to Flushing is what he's looking for.
Ooh.
Yes, he was. Fastball, got it. Great matchup right there. Mano a mano. Hello.
Fastball away, and look at this. He's looking dead red, and he beat him. He threw it by him. He beat him. Well, a close split finger there, Tom, and now the runner will be in motion. 3 full count, 2 outs. Double will score him now.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tying run at first base. 3-2 ball game. Benitez, Thome. Racket again.
96 miles an hour.
We're both attacking this from the same thing from opposite ends.
Right.
If he hits it, it's got potential for 500 feet. Potentially 550. You got Benitez throwing. You got Thome swinging. But you got to make contact. Misses. Ball 4. Men at first and second. 2 outs. So Thome wins that battle. Walk forces a man down to second base in scoring position.
The catcher.
And as Yogi says, it ain't over till it's over. They'll bring up Mike Lieberthal, single and a walk 2 times that he was on base today, and flies to right field the other 2 times. Lieberthal, a fine hitting catcher. 330 coming in.
Back in the 7th inning, David Weathers chose the same route. Pitched around, didn't really pitch around to me, just didn't want to deal with him. Walked the runner to first and second, and then got Lieberthal on the flyout.
Popped up, and that'll be back in the seats behind home plate. Hit hard to third base. That might drive in the tying run. And it does. Phillies tie it up here in the top of the 9th inning. single by Punto, a walk to Thome, and a ball off the glove of Ty Wigginton, and never say die Larry Boa. And instead of save number 122 for Armando Benitez and win number 249 for Tom Glavine, we got a tie ball game.
Well, the ball's hit sharp. I think it was a splitter out over the plate. Took an up hop on Wigginton. And we're tied.
All this with 2 outs. Ricky Leday struck out. Marlon Byrd bounced to the first baseman, and then Punto a single, a walk, and now the RBI single by Lieberthal. Up and away, ball 1. So the Phillies have tied it here in the top of the 9th inning.
Two out RBIs. That's clutch.
Michaels on the day, doubled his first time after the plate. That was back in the 2nd inning. Scored a run. Flied out, struck out, and lined out to short his last time up. Oh, man's a good-looking player right here. Couple of hops to Reyes, and it gets a lead runner at first base, at second base, excuse me, but not before. And the crowd tells you what it's all about. Bottom of the 9th, tied up at 3.
The bad and the beautiful week begins with a sexy double identity.
You want me. I can feel it.
Charmed.
Tonight at 8, only on the WB11.
Tensions at the boarding house. Spill out onto the surf.
I like that, Daddy boy.
Boarding house.
Tonight at 8, only on the WB11.
Well, the Phillies with a 2-out rally in the top of the 9th, and they tie it against Armando Benitez. And he hears that sound that he does not like to hear coming out of that bullpen and giving it up. The fans on him pretty good. But that's part of being a closer and part of being New York. That's right. You're going to be thick-skinned at times.
The Northeast, Philly, New York, and
there's Punto. He had a
Boston.
great at-bat. I mean, just a terrific at-bat. Tony Clark pinch hits here. And the number 8 spot. It switched, and Sanchez went in at the number 9 spot. 2 balls, no strikes. And Terry Adams still on the mound for Philadelphia.
1 week ago, Clark had that home run, that pinch hit home run to win the game in Cincinnati. He's 5 for 15.
The left field hit hard and shy of the warning track. A slice to left field, so 1 out here in the 9th.
The second baseman.
Clark's been a good pitch hitter for the Mets. Got that experience. It'll be Ray Sanchez with 1 out. Well, Tommy Glavine can think about, well, I pitched well. I go to my All-Star break, and yeah, I didn't pick up that win number 249, excuse me, but you know, physically he looked fine. Looked like his elbow was fine. A little trouble early with that strike zone or whatever, then settled in, and things seemed to go well for him.
He struggled in that 3rd, but settled down. Put up 3 goose eggs. Gave the 1 run in the 2nd and 3rd, and then put up 3 goose eggs.
Well, he's had the high earned run average here at Shea Stadium, and he's not really pitched well here. And had a good day today, that's for sure.
It is just a gorgeous day.
Oh, it's perfect, isn't it? Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. And to right field, that's going to fall in there. So a base hit for Sanchez, and the tying run goes to first base. Good hitting there by Ray Sanchez. Look at this weather, huh? Of course, the All-Star game on Tuesday, and the Mets right back into action over the weekend in Atlanta. 4 games in Atlanta, and 2 in Philadelphia, and then 2 in Montreal.
Cedeno pinch running for Sanchez.
Roger Cedeno, that pinch hit home run the other night. The left, not pinch hit, but he had a right-handed home run to left field and a bomb he hit to left field. Mets are way behind at the time.
Now, we haven't seen enough of Reyes here, and there's a powwow on the mound here with the Philly infield because I'm surprised that Jimmy Rollins is not in on this. They're going to discuss who's covering in a case of a stolen base. What is we're doing pumps? Is it second sign?
What side of the plate are we going to pitch on? Are we going to defend this way, that way? If he does run, Cedeno obviously a threat for a stolen base.
Well, Cedeno changes the whole dynamic of this situation because Sanchez is not fleet of foot. Cedeno is.
And you got excellent speed at home plate in Reyes as well.
And I haven't seen Reyes enough to know if he can hit and run. But he looks so much more comfortable. This is the best I've seen him, Tom. Left-handed swinging. He's waiting a little more now. He's open-stanced. But he's looking better, more comfortable.
Well, I mean, the last couple of days, we talked about him having 3 hits yesterday, and he's got a couple of knocks here today and a walk. You know, he's been on time base 3 out of 4 times today. What do you want off your leadoff guy? On OBP, on base percentage, and that's what he's done. Mets trying to get a run across here. Stay out of extra innings. Just kind of get away for everybody. Players going home. Does different things on their all-star break. A ball and a strike to Reyes. Up and away, ball 2.
Phillies, of course, have been playing extremely well on top of the wild card in the National League. Want to continue that momentum. You always want to end on a winning note, take it into the All-Star game on a winning note.
Oh, hit hard to right field. Over the head of Abreu. Yes, misplace it. Cedeno got lost at second base, did not pick up the ball, and will just get to third base. A double for Reyes. And the Mets catch a break there. Roger Cedeno did not pick up the ball and almost got thrown out at third base.
Well, this is a nice hit, piece of hitting, and Abreu just turned the wrong way and misplayed that ball horribly. And why in the world Cedeno stops? What is he doing? I don't know what to say. I have no comment.
He lost it again to lose the ball someplace. He just did not pick it up and he lost it. The ball looked like it went off of Abreu's glove, and obviously he wasn't certain if he caught the ball.
You've got to be certain, Tom.
I would think so. That's the whole point. He didn't pick it up.
When Abreu turned the wrong way, you know he's in trouble.
I agree.
He stopped to check like he should have, then ran again. So the ball's already over his head, then he runs back. We've just seen it too many times. I don't know.
So they're going to walk the rookie. An intentional base on balls to Jeff Duncan, and they'll pitch to Jason Phillips. So now Duncan will tell his family, yep, he intentionally walked me in the big leagues.
And Jose Reyes, back-to-back 3 for 4s. He should have been a game-winning double right there.
And hit that ball right on the button in a line drive. The best thing I like about it, boom, it's a line drive to right field. We'll bring out Joe Kerrigan, pitching coach. What are we going to do? We'll talk to Adams. Where are we going to go? How are we going to pitch this? Are we going to play in, play short? You do not have good speed at home. Phillips does not run well at all. You're good speed at third. You're good speed at second.
Well, we're going to show you the hit again. It's a slider. Watch him. He stays back. Oh, that's a fastball. Down and in. And this is, watch Abreu. Once he turns his back, he's in trouble. Now, watch the reaction here. He reads, he runs. Now he goes back. What? Punt. Flip a coin.
So it'll be up to Jason Phillips, who has had a double and an RBI and a single in his last 2 times to the plate. Well, give yourselves a comfortable 3 days off, boys. Get yourself a win. You play kind of medium in the middle of the infield because of the speed at home plate. The potential double play.
Ooh.
Fastball misses. Wow.
Where's that pitch? My goodness.
A little different looking at it from up here, isn't it?
Yeah. It was a slider, not a very good one. Looked like Phillips was just taking all the way.
Looks like Phillips just wanted to see where release point was. Ball and no strikes.
Oh, good eye.
Down and away.
Now he's in the driver's seat. In a fly ball situation like this, you can inside out a ball on the inner half of the plate and go right up the middle, eat those out over the plate, away. You take your natural swing and you inside out a fly ball the other way to win the ball game.
To right field, that's going to win it right there. That'll be over Abreu, so a single for Jason Phillips. Walk-off single with the bases loaded and 1 out. Jason Phillips, third hit of the day and his second RBI. He now has 22 RBIs on the day. And boy, oh boy, yeah, let's break a 6-game losing streak and have some smiles as we go home or go someplace for 3 days and get away from baseball at the All-Star break. What a day that young man had, and so did Jason Phillips. Jose Reyes, he had 3 hits and a walk, was on base 4 times today.
Stolen base.
And a stolen base. Just about everything you could want from a young man. And these kids here, they are learning a lot at the big league level. Yeah, they're going to be frustrating sometimes, but they are going to learn here at the big league level. You got speed at the top of the line. You got Reyes and Duncan at the top. It's a totally different kind of looking ball club.
I agree 100%. A lot of positives come out of this game, and particularly Jose Reyes comes to mind. And here is the game-winning hit, saying inside out that ball, go inner half, cover the whole entire plate. And Jason Phillips just did it perfectly, lifted the ball up, and even gets himself a base hit because the outfield was drawn in. So Abreu's misplay of the hard hit double by Reyes, who just smoked it, set up this inning.
Armando Benitez is going to pick up the win, and you see the reaction from the Mets dugout. Roger Cedeno, winning run, and the Mets win it 4-3. And let's go down to right behind first base, Sean Kimmerling, and got Jason Phillips down there. Sean?
All right, Tom, I'm here with the man of the moment, Jason Phillips. 3 hits, 2 RBIs. First of all,